Yo, what's up everyone? What's up PlayStation Nation? You are now tuned in to the What's Up PlayStation podcast.
What's up? What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? Bari and Persona got it locked in the tub. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up. What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? Bari and Persona got it locked in the tub. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up.
They don't need no introduction. You already know what you're getting, and that is facts with a discussion. The greatest to bless the mic without the needless interruption. Face it, we got an anatomy like a little bite of me for a concussion. You know what's up, man. I mean it when I seen it, I was proud of these brothers. They entertain the people every week without cussing. And you don't ever hear the drama, they keep it clean on the podcast. Independent duo doing it big when they broadcast. Haters hate to see them doing positive things. PlayStation Nation got you, ain't it obvious, man? We pulling up every week and showing love in the chat. Unlike these other channels, these guys are showing their back like, what's up?
What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? Bari and Persona got it locked in the tub. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up. What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? Bari and Persona got it locked in the tub. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up.
They don't need no introduction. Persona, the gaming politician, politicking for the come up. Division and vision require precision, decision that gotta be thought of. The potential is exponential. Gamer credentials is what they brought us. Get caught up. You know, Bari bring the passion when he's speaking from the heart. He the best lisp on YouTube, climbing up the charts. And when Persona speaks, he gon' tear the mic apart. Intellectually, of course, cause you know the boy's smart. They cover the news with integrity, so you know it's a must watch. Ain't no console war, just two brothers being a font. What's up, PlayStation? Got the Saturdays locked. And if you ain't tuning in, you missing out. Get blocked.
What's up? What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? Bari and Persona got it locked in the tub. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up. What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? Bari and Persona got it locked in the tub. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up.
Yo, listen, man. I really do appreciate everyone that always comes through to rock out with me and Bari, man, on What's Up PlayStation podcast. A podcast by fans for the fans, or by the community for the community, I should say. Listen, man. For me, man, I'm gaming with Persona. If you enjoyed listening, definitely subscribe to this YouTube channel. I'm a PlayStation fan too.
Yo, what's up everyone? What's up PlayStation Nation? You are now tuned in to the What's Up PlayStation podcast.
What's up? What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? Bari and Persona got it locked in the tub. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up. What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? Bari and Persona got it locked in the tub. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up.
They don't need no introduction. You already know what you're getting, and that is facts with a discussion. The greatest to bless the mic without the needless interruption. Face it, we got an anatomy like a little bite of me for a concussion. You know what's up, man. I mean it when I seen it, I was proud of these brothers. They entertain the people every week without cussing. And you don't ever hear the drama, they keep it clean on the podcast. Independent duo doing it big when they broadcast. Haters hate to see them doing positive things. PlayStation Nation got you, ain't it obvious, man? We pulling up every week and showing love in the chat. Unlike these other channels, these guys are showing their back like, what's up?
What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? Bari and Persona got it locked in the tub. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up. What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? Bari and Persona got it locked in the tub. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up.
They don't need no introduction. introduction. Persona, the gaming politician, politicking for the come up. Division and vision require precision, decision that gotta be thought of. The potential is exponential, gamer credentials is what they brought us. Get caught up. You know, Bari bring the passion when he's speaking from the heart. He the best lisp on YouTube, climbing up the charts. And when Persona speaks, he gon' tear the mic apart. Intellectually, of course, cause you know the boy's smart. They cover the news with integrity, so you know it's a must watch. Ain't no console war, just two brothers being a font. What's up, PlayStation got the Saturdays locked. And if you ain't tuning in, you missing out. Get blocked.
What's up? What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? Bari and Persona got it locked in the tub. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up. What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? Bari and Persona got it locked in the tub. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up.
Yo, listen, man. I really do appreciate everyone that always comes through to rock out with me and Bari, man, on What's Up PlayStation Podcast, a podcast by fans for the fans, or by the community for the community, I should say. Listen, man. For me, man, I'm gaming with Persona. If you enjoyed listening, definitely subscribe to this YouTube channel. I'm a PlayStation fan too.
Yo, what's up, everyone? What's up, PlayStation Nation? You are now tuned in to the What's Up PlayStation Podcast.
What's up? What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? Bari and Persona got it locked in the tub. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up. What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? Bari and Persona got it locked in the tub. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up.
They don't need no introduction. You already know what you getting, and that is facts with a discussion. The greatest to bless the mic without the needless interruption. Face it, we got an anatomy like a little bite of me for a concussion. You know what's up, man. I mean it when I seen it. I was proud of these brothers. They entertain the people every week without cussing. And you don't ever hear the drama. They keep it clean on the podcast. Independent duo doing it big when they broadcast. Haters hate to see them doing positive things. PlayStation Nation got you, ain't it obvious, man? We pulling up every week and showing love in the chat. Unlike these other channels, these guys are showing it back. Like, what's up?
What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? Bari and Persona got it locked in the tub. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up. What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? Bari and Persona got it locked in the tub. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up.
They don't need no introduction. Persona, the gaming politician, politicking for the come up. Division and vision require precision, decision that gotta be thought of. The potential is exponential, gamer credentials is what they brought us. Get caught up. You know, Bari bring the passion when he's speaking from the heart. He the best lisp on YouTube, climbing up the charts. And when Persona speaks, he gon' tear the mic apart. Intellectually, of course, cause you know the boy's smart. They cover the news with integrity, so you know it's a must watch. Ain't no console war, just two brothers being a font. What's up, PlayStation got the Saturdays locked. And if you ain't tuning in, you missing out. Get blocked.
What's up? What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? Bari and Persona got it locked in the tub. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up. What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? Bari and Persona got it locked in the tub. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up.
Yo, listen, man. I really do appreciate everyone that always comes through to rock out with me and Bari, man, on What's Up PlayStation Podcast, a podcast by fans for the fans, or by the community for the community, I should say. Listen, man. For me, man, I'm gaming with Persona. If you enjoyed listening, definitely subscribe to this YouTube channel. I'm a PlayStation fan too.
Yo, what's up, everyone? What's up, PlayStation Nation? You are now tuned in to the What's Up PlayStation Podcast.
What's up? What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, what's up? Jay Bari and Persona got it locked in the tug. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up. What it is, what it do, what's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? Jay Bari and Persona got it locked in the tug. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up.
They don't need no introduction. You already know what you're getting, and that is facts with a discussion. The greatest to bless the mic without the needless interruption. Face it, we got an anatomy like a little bite of me for a concussion. You know what's up, man. I mean it when I seen it. I was proud of these brothers. They entertain the people every week without cussing, and you don't ever hear the drama. They keep it clean on the podcast. Independent duo doing it big when they broadcast. Haters hate to see them doing positive things. PlayStation Nation got you, ain't it obvious, man? We pulling up every week and showing love in the chat. Unlike these other channels, these guys are showing their back. Like, what's up?
What it is, what it do, what's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? Jay Bari and Persona got it locked in the tug. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up. What it is, what it do, what's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? Jay Bari and Persona got it locked in the tug. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up.
They don't need no introduction. Persona, the gaming politician, politicking for the come up. Division and vision require precision, decision that gotta be thought of. The potential is exponential. Gaming credentials is what they brought us. Get caught up. You know, Bari bring the passion when he's speaking from the heart. He the best lisp on YouTube, climbing up the charts. And when Persona speaks, he gon' tear the mic apart. Intellectually, of course, cause you know the boy's smart. They cover the news with integrity, so you know it's a must watch. Ain't no console war, just two brothers being a font. What's up, PlayStation got the Saturdays locked. And if you ain't tuning in, you missing out. Get blocked.
What's up? What it is, what it do, what's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? Jay Bari and Persona got it locked in the tug. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up. What it is, what it do, what's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? Jay Bari and Persona got it locked in the tug. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up.
Yo, listen, man. I really do appreciate everyone that always comes through to rock out with me and Bari, man, on What's Up PlayStation Podcast, a podcast by fans for the fans, or by the community for the community, I should say. Listen, man. For me, man, I'm gaming with Persona. If you enjoyed
Yo, what's good, people? It's your boy Persona, gaming with Persona, one half of the What's Up PlayStation Podcast crew, and welcome to episode 175 of What's Up PlayStation Podcast, a podcast for the community, by the community. I'm your host this week, Persona, and welcome to the WUPS community. Welcome to the WUPS Nation members, and anybody that might be finding our channel for the first time. We appreciate you guys, and hopefully by the end of the show, we earn your like and subscribe. Man, oh man, what a week it has been in the world of PlayStation, in the world of gaming, in the world of the game industry. It's been a lot going on, and boy, oh boy, oh boy, I know this is going to be a spicy show. It might not be that long of a show. You know, the news is a little sparse, but it ain't sparse. But the news we do got and that we're going to be talking about is definitely going to be impactful and deep conversations being had. But What's Up PlayStation Podcast it's a two-man team. You know, it's not just me. It's two men that do the show every week, two New York brothers. And you see him down there, Mr. Light Bright. You understand? Mr. wearing his all black. You understand? Mr. not showing his face. Mr. Light Skin, the king of the Bronx, the king of COD. Mr. They need to buff subs. The Tonto is trash. Yo, my bro, Bari in the building. Bari, what's going on with you, bro? How you feeling today, man?
Yo, what's up, Persona, man? How you doing, man? You mind if I do the podcast like this, the whole show?
Hey, brother, listen, whatever is most comfortable for you. You know, I know you ain't got no chair right now. I know you ain't got no chair right now. So whatever's most comfortable for you, you go ahead on and you do what you do for the show, brother.
Yo, man, I ain't even gonna hold. I'm in an annoyed, jaded, mood, man. And, you know, I'm a type of dude I like to wear my heart on the sleeve. So don't mind me, but welcome to the episode of 175. You know, the gaming news is not that great this week. But you know, we gonna make the best out of it. Yeah, currently, I don't have a gaming chair. My gaming chair since 2016, 2017 has finally broken. So now it's time. I was looking for a new gaming chair anyway. And that's funny how that works. Like when I wasn't looking at and researching gaming chairs, you know what? Maybe I go Secret Labs, or maybe I go and go shell out and get this Herman Miller one. When I wasn't looking up no chairs, perfectly fine. The time that I was looking up some chairs, bruh, I'm like, what? I'm like, what is that crack? Something cracked? And then all of a sudden the chairs is leaning side to side. I'm just like, damn, you know what? I could have used it this episode, but it would have been too hard for me just to sustain the chair being centered. So I'm just like, nah, I'm not gonna you know, even waste my time. So I'm sitting on the stool. But nah, man, we appreciate everyone coming through to episode 175. Hopefully you enjoy today's episode. If you don't mind, hit the like button. You know, share the stream out, get the PlayStation Nation in here. You know, and I'm gonna leave it at that for now. maybe later on, you know, it's gonna get spicy. But I believe it.
A little spicy. Yeah, yo, listen. I know for a fact this show is definitely going to be a very heated show. I'll say. And obviously because of the news and everything, but also, you know, some stuff me and Bari been talking about behind the scenes, personal things that I know Bari might, you know, he might spill out on a little bit. You've probably seen a little bit of it spill out on Twitter. So you know, but you know, Bari.
I'm gonna talk about it. I'm sorry, Persona. You brought it up.
I did bring it up, but all I'm gonna say is, you know, Bari is, you know, that's my bro, that's my brother. So I'm gonna let him go, but I ain't gonna let him go off the ledge. You understand? Like I'm gonna make sure he good. But go ahead, Bari. You got the floor.
It's just annoying at times where, you know, we have goals for the channel. We set out to do a lot of things here. For this channel, right?
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of things that we want to do or want to set up, it keep getting disrupted by outside sources. You know what I mean? You know, where, you know, a lot of people perceive, or they have this perceived notion of what this podcast is and what we say or do on the podcast. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of things that we try to set up, or things that we try, or people we try to contact, it gets denied or it gets ignored. You know what I mean? Where you just can't do nothing. You know, I don't think that, you know, this channel here is like a channel where I mean, like this channel here, there's a lot of people that come and support the channel, so we always appreciate the supporters, and it shows, you know, on a weekly basis or whenever we do it. And it's just when you see certain things happening or certain things not happening, it's just like, damn. It's like, yo, why, you know, especially when it comes to PlayStation, like why PlayStation really don't want to, you know, associate themselves or mess with the channel. And it's no different than like a developer, right? Where a developer, they represent a company or they work for a company, but what they say and do on Twitter or their own channel doesn't represent what they say and do. Like What's Up PlayStation is like more like a business, you know? It's more like something that me and Persona, a joint venture that we set out to do for the PlayStation community, and heck, for ourselves, you know what I mean? As far as like what we want to, you know, talk about, or what we want to see happen when it comes to a brand that we love. And our channel, personal channel, our Twitter, personal Twitter, you know, yeah, we here for What's Up PlayStation, but that is our own personal thoughts and opinions and whatnot, you know. And yeah, some of that stuff does trickle into What's Up PlayStation, but I just don't understand that. Yeah, like even with developers, you have developers have their personal stuff. They say whatever they want, but that doesn't reflect them as far as the company that they work on or work with. Well, to some people, what major people. And like I said, on my last show, is that there's like this discrepancy between like the games media and the actual consumer, right? Where games media, we see they're changing, they're evolving, and they're more content heavy, more content creation, and the verbiage, the style, the approach that they use is very like, that's a regular gamer that's on Twitter, how they approach certain things, how they talk about certain things. Like it gets merged, like as far as like there's no real difference as far as how they, talk about video games than somebody regular on the channel. But they the regular consumer, the gamer, the content creator like us, it get categorized into this category where, oh, you're just a fanboy, you're just toxic. But the game media use the same verbiage, the same approach, the same delivery, but it's not categorized in that category. You know what I mean? So yeah, like unless it's just a lot of stuff that I see, a lot of stuff that it's just happening where it's just like it just gets a little annoying, where you start questioning like, yo, damn, uh, you know, should this podcast be a PlayStation centric podcast? Should we continue doing what we're doing? If we can't get certain goals and certain things done. But that's just all mine, that's just all thinking points. I'm not saying that those things are going to be executed or whatnot, but it's just things that you just think about. Sometimes you just write it out there just to blurt it out, and let the stress out. But at the end of the day, we're always going to appreciate everyone that come through and check out the channel. And the people that know what's up PlayStation, they know. And at the end of the day, that is more important than anything. Yeah, there's goals that is not being met, or there's things that we want to do that's not being done, which is frustrating. But at the end of the day, we appreciate you guys coming through every week and checking us out. So that's basically whatever Twitter tirade or whatever tweet that I put out is pretty much the same. It's nothing really too crazy, but it just gets a little annoying sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, it's it's something that, me and Bari, and we've talked about this behind the scenes, a couple of times. And like Bari said, when it comes to What's Up PlayStation podcast and the channel and what we do, this has always been something that, me and Bari, the reason why we even started this channel and started this podcast is for our love, not just of gaming, but our love for PlayStation, our love for the games that they provide, wanting to put something that's more of a positive podcast, a positive environment, and build a positive community of people that can come together, here, get the news without all the craziness, and we can talk about it and be very critical and be very honest. And there's been times throughout our venture with What's Up PlayStation where even you, the chat, have disagreed with things that me and Bari have said when it comes to what PlayStation should do or about this game or that game or whatever. But a lot of those that might disagree still come back and listen to us and support us, because they know that for me and Bari, we're not going to pander. We're not going to lie. We're not going to sugarcoat. We're not going to change our thoughts or our opinions on something. We're always going to be honest and that's just how we always have been, and that's how we always will be. But I agree and share Bari's sentiments when it comes to there are goals that me and Bari we New Yorkers, man, and when it comes to New Yorkers, man, there's certain things that have to be met and certain things that you want to see happen or start to happen to kind of just goals. Like, we set up our small goals, our medium goals, our long-term goals, and things like that. And when certain goals aren't being met, you start to wonder why, or how you start to take a step back and look at, well, is it us? Is it the channel? Like, what are we doing? What are we not doing? What, you start looking at things holistically. And, and again, this is something that me and Bari have talked about for a while. This isn't just something that just started, we just started talking about like this week. It's been a while that we've been talking about this, where, we want to get some of those bigger guests on. We want to, speak with some of the other people within the industry to kind of like, get their thoughts and opinions. And again, this is a safe space where, me and Bari are good at speaking with people like that, as you guys can see through the interviews we've done already here on this channel.
We interview prep.
Yeah, we interview prep. We're very good at doing that stuff. And it's just weird that the numbers that we have, the support that we get, things like that, and it's just weird that stuff just hasn't materialized yet. We coming up on 5 years. Next year will be 5 years since we've done this show. Coming up on 200 episodes. We've expanded. We're on other platforms. Like, we're trying to do everything right and do everything as best as we can to put ourselves out there and get ourselves out there and let people know, hey, look, there's this cool show. But like Bari said, there are definitely a lot of detractors and a lot of people, both behind the scenes and out in front, that are like, there's this preconceived notion that this podcast is a hate-filled, negative fanboy console war podcast. And how me and Bari are maybe on our personal channels, where we're more critical of like other platforms or other things, or we may crack jokes here and there on Twitter or whatever. Nothing that I say or Bari, and I know Bari is going to agree, or anything that's said about whatever, Xbox, PlayStation, Nintendo, whatever, it's all coming from a place of, these are the things that we want to see changed for the better, right? And
in our opinion.
And when it comes to What's Up PlayStation, this podcast has never been, it's not even built on the notion of like console warring, fanboy, hate, negativity. This podcast has never ever been built on that. It's never pushed that. And we're not even on that energy here, And if people would actually watch the show, sit down and watch the show and listen to the show, they would be like, well, damn. Like, if you take an excerpt from a clip of us disagreeing about something PlayStation related and try to spin that into some type of weird negative or, whatever, if you sat down and watched our show, it's gaming topics, gaming news, gaming discussions, some laughs here and there, some real world combos here and there, whatever. But it's all centered around gaming, and this was built on us having a true gaming centric podcast where you can talk about gaming, talk about PlayStation news and PlayStation adjacent news and industry news and topics. That's what this show and this podcast and this platform has always been built on. Even when me and Bari were first starting to come up with the idea of What's Up PlayStation podcast, it was always built around no drama, no fanboying, no console war, no negativity, straight gaming discussions, gaming talks, gaming topics, gaming news. And that's what this show and this platform has always been since its inception. Go and watch the first episode all the way to now. It's always been that. The guests that we have had, Colin, Mr. Ryan, Sean Layden, Danielle Basutti, I'm forgetting his name. What's Barrett's voice actor name? I forgot his name.
John Bentley.
Yeah, John Bentley. And like the people that we've had on, these aren't console or fanboy people pushing bullshit. These are people that we have on of status within the industry that care about gaming, that love, the art of what they do. That's what we want to bring to the audience, to the people. And that's more of the collaborations that we want to do. But I digress.
Yeah, I mean, like, at the end of the day, we care about the brand of PlayStation and the console experience. So everything that, that might have some criticism or, that might come off as like, against the grain when it comes to just the console. Yeah, we're speaking from it as our perspective as console gamers that want to see the console and the brand flourish. I don't think that's fanboy content. You know what I mean? That's not fanboy anything. But, people would take it and spin it into that stuff. and those channels are very popular. The people that we want to talk to and have these conversations with, they clearly watch those channels and get this perceived notion that, oh, okay, it's a PlayStation podcast, they gotta be fanboys. I've had somebody say that to me, where it was like, oh, is a title of your podcast, What's Up PlayStation? Oh, you're a fanboy podcast. You know what I mean? Because it's a PlayStation centric podcast. So if somebody that's just regularly thinking like that, I'm pretty sure majority of the industry or the people that work in the industry think like that as well. You know what I mean? That's why things get denied or it just get completely ignored. You know what I mean? And it's just to have a conversation like, yeah, we have a community here that I feel like us asking you that work in the industry, you that work for the company, I think it will benefit, hearing your side or hearing what you think. Cause yeah, we all don't agree on everything gaming. That would be a boring world. But at the end of the day, I feel like when it comes to video games, when it comes to gaming on the PlayStation side of things as well, yeah, I think we have a lot to say. I think we have a lot to put out there, but it's just not getting put out there. It's getting stumped by, like I said, outside sources.
Yep.
And yeah, at the end of the day, it's not just only the outside sources. Yeah, there's many things where we'll take blame for, as far as like, yeah, some people don't know how to distinguish a joke or a troll or your actual thoughts. And yeah, at the end of the day, putting that stuff out there is gonna have people think a certain way. So I definitely understand that 100%. But from the conversations, people in the industry or just certain things, when things are denied, I just know that yeah, this person here thinks this type of way.
Yeah.
Not watching the actual channel.
And listen, man, it's I'll be honest, and I'll be the one to say it. Like, it is a bit discouraging to love these games, support, big up the devs, like be so invested in the games that these devs make, and being ignored by community managers and things like that. It's things that I've seen. And again, I'm not as vocal about it because it is, but we talking about it here on WUPS, so we might as well let's just put it all out there. Things that I've noticed is like certain community managers, especially certain ones from PlayStation side of things, that outright ignore me and Bari. Like I know it. I see it because when you look at the tweets, they'll like everything else, retweet everything else, but then if it's me or Bari and we share something on their Twitter and and it's in line with what they're talking about, crickets. You try to reach out to certain devs or certain people, and I get there's a process and things like that, but even with that process, what's that process? And then you try to follow it and crickets, no response, not even a no, it's just nothing. And so, it's just things that I've been personally noticing, Bari has been noticing, and again, we've been talking about it behind the scenes for a while. Of just like, like we are fans of the games that you make. We are fans of the things that you do. And we would love to talk to you guys, and being ignored or shut out. It's just really weird to me. But I digress, man. It is what it is. I don't even want to spend too much more time on it. Bari, you got any? Because if I spend too much time, I'm gonna start saying more stuff. So, you got anything else you want to add? Listen, you got anything else you want to add to this, or you want to move on?
Nah, I'm good, man.
Right.
At the end of the day, we're just speaking from the heart, just expressing our thoughts and opinions, as far as what we're seeing or observing when it pertains to the channel. Like I said, we appreciate everyone that do support the channel, and yeah, we definitely show our gratitude a lot. With our giveaways that's going to be coming up in December.
Yep.
We do a giveaway twice every year, a big giveaway, WUPS giveaway. And yeah, we're gonna put that to December. But at the end of the day, it's no different than anything in life, man. You know, when you set goals and you want to do certain things and it's not happening, you always want to question and you always just want to, blurt things out a little bit. So that's all it is. I just got to let that out because one of these days it was just gonna combust. You know what I mean? So might as well say it now in a peaceful manner. Before it just
it comes out in a negative
crazy.
way, and get it missing and screwed. But yo, listen, big shout out to everybody here, man. Yo, Cyber Dragon, I appreciate you for the 30 months as a member of WUPS Nation. He says, sup chat mods and the What's Up PlayStation podcast. If you miss breakfast or brunch, enjoy your lunch listening to the WUPS crew. Always appreciate you, Cyber, a longtime supporter of me and Bari, both individually and as a collective here on WUPS, man. Thank you, Cyber. And then shout out to DC Gaming, man. Out here gifting 20 memberships to the channel. DC, appreciate you, bro. For real.
Appreciate DC.
It really means a lot, man. Thank you so much for always supporting us, supporting me and Bari, man. You're a good dude, man. And shout out to DC Gaming. And then shout out to Link for the super chat. It says, I like the fact you guys don't pander and keep it real. Even when PlayStation does wrong, you just pushing 100. Yeah, I mean that's how me and Bari have always been. Like even back in the day when we used to do the Council podcast way back in 2013, 2014. If PlayStation was doing some stupid stuff or things we didn't agree with, we were critical about that. This weird notion that me and Bari are just yes men for anything PlayStation does is probably the furthest, not probably, it is the furthest thing from the truth and the furthest thing of who we are as gamers, who we are individually as a collective here on WUPS. That's never ever been who we are ever. But it is what it is. And then yo, Wolf, appreciate you for the super chat. He says, what's up, fellas? You keep doing what you're doing. You keep doing what you've been doing. I've always appreciated what you guys do. Thank you, Wolf, man. We appreciate you. Appreciate the support, man. Always, man. Shout out to Wolf, man. And then shout out to Dewan, 27 months as a member of the WUPS Nation. He says, sup the WUPS. Keep doing your thing, fellas. Salute. Sup to everybody in the chat. Appreciate you, Dewan. Long-time member on the channel and rocking out with me and Bari, man. It means a lot. With that being said, let's get into it, man.
We appreciate it, guys. Trust me.
Yo, trust. We definitely appreciate
like
the WUPS crew.
Don't mind certain things. Like I'm just a person. Sometimes I blurt it out. So don't get it confused. We appreciate everyone on the channel. We appreciate the support. Even coming in, writing a comment, hitting the like button. We appreciate that stuff. Sometimes you just gotta
vent it out a little bit.
You gotta pop out and
but yo, Bari, listen, this week, how you been this week, man? Has it been, what kind of gaming you been doing this week? How you feeling? How's work been? Your chair broke, so I know you pissed. It's always something, right, Bari? It's always something, man. Talk to me. How you feeling this week, man?
Yeah, I mean, this week has been, it's closing week as far as my job. So that was, those type of weeks or that type of day. Gaming wise, other than what we spoke about just for like 20 minutes or so. I've been having fun. I've been playing Yeez 10. I've been playing Call of Duty, trying to grind up and grind the camos in that game. A lot of frustration.
Lots of
when
frustration.
It came to that game, but there is fun to be had because the baseline of the game is really, really good and solid. Yeah. But there's a lot of glaring issues that I feel like a lot of people is ignoring when it comes to this game, and it needs to be addressed.
Yes, it does.
Because I worry about the longevity as far as the fun factor when it comes to some of the decisions the developers put in the game. And this is coming from somebody that put like 30 some hours already into this game.
Yeah,
grinding multiplayer. There's some issues, man. It's very inconsistent. And I feel like they take a lot of the skill aspect out of the game. You have a very fun mechanic. And I know they nerfed that joint, bro, because the beta, how the Omni movement felt in the beta was way faster than how it is now. Where the Omni movement, it's really good in certain situations, but it's not really as beneficial It's just something that I feel like just watching a majority of players play the game. It's something that's there, but it's something that not being really used a whole lot
Yeah.
outside of certain, the tryhards going to use it, but when the tryhards use it and they getting slapped up, they're going to go back to the let me head glitch and let's peek in and pop out on you. But at the end of the day, I do think the game is fun. I do like it a lot. That's why I'm putting so much hours into it. And I do like Treyarch as a developer. So, I will constantly, give feedback when it pertains to Black Ops 6. But yeah, I just want I want a little bit more balanced game. I think it's a bit too chaotic. It takes away too much skill factor. The things that you have learned or the things that you want to learn in Call of Duty, I don't think is you can apply it here in this in this game. It's just like, yo, this is the definition of run around like a chicken with your head cut off. And I think that's the type of chaos is that what they're aiming for based off some of the decisions that is going on. But other than that, yeah, I mean, it's pretty cool, man. At the end of the day, you got to buckle down and start completing some of the new games that came out. You got like Romance and Saga 2 that came out. Yeez came out. I'm still platinum in the Pixar remakes, because that's all the Pixar remasters. As a 2024 goal to platinum all those Final Fantasies. There's still, I got to go back to the Metal Gear series. Then there's Dragon Age that came out. There's Dragon's Dogma that I want to complete because it's not a PS5 Pro and all the PS5 Pro updates that's hitting over the console. There's just so much stuff going on in gaming that you can never just be bored gaming. There's so many great games that's out here. And I think Metaphor is just time to buckle down and like, you know what? Maybe I gotta put Call of Duty down for a couple of days because I gotta complete these other great games that's out here. So that's where I'm at right now, gaming wise. But yeah,
yes, sir.
Everything's pretty good, man. But how about you? Everything good, man? I like that shirt, man.
Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you. This is
nice and colorful, nice and bright. You bring a nice, ambiance to the podcast with that shirt.
Yes, sir. This is the Statue of Liberty. This is a New York Comic-Con shirt that I had got when I was at Comic-Con a couple weeks ago. I really liked this shirt. It was really cool. And, I was like, you know what? I'll grab it. I'll pick it up, man. So, Statue of Liberty, New York. We out here. We representing. You understand? She out there with the book. New York Comic-Con logo, chilling. So, yeah, man, I definitely digging the shirt. But for me this week, man, work-wise, it's been pretty seldom. It's been a little busy. It's been busy this week. I got a lot of things going on. But work is work. It's kind of the usual. But gaming wise, I've been gaming a lot. Juggling quite a few games, man, and too many games that come out recently that like I legit cannot keep up. You feel me? But I have been playing the Monster Hunter Wilds beta. I love this beta. I can't wait for the full game to release next year, February 28th, 2025. This game is definitely very incredible. The open beta is right now as well. So if you want to go and play it and check it out for yourself, you can. Big shout out to Bird and Hen 10 because I streamed the beta last night and they both came through and we was hunting some monsters, fighting some monsters. We weren't able to beat Raymua, but definitely probably can go back this weekend or something like that and try to defeat them. But fun game, incredible game. Can't wait to see how this game is going to look running on the Pro. I know it's going to look on point, man, because it's got a lot of things going on and whatnot. Yeast 10 Nordics, I dabbled in that early this week, and was playing that a little bit. But really dive into that next week. I'm off for like 4 days next week, because it's Pro week next week. You feel me? The Pro comes out next week, guys. Can't wait. So, that's when I'm really dive into it. But then Dragon Age Veilguard, right? I started that last night. Late last night I started this. I didn't really get too far. Listen, guys, I'm getting old. I'm definitely getting old because, it's like 10:30, 11 o'clock. I was like, all right, I'll start on Dragon Age. It took me like an hour to create my character, how I wanted her to look and whatnot, and set up my faction and my play style and everything. It took me like an hour. So by the time I really got into the game, it was probably like midnight. But I'm like, I could game it up for like an hour or two, right? Yo, I played for like an hour. I fell asleep. I was like, yo, when I woke up, it was like 1:45. So I ended up like just cutting the game off and went straight to bed. But from what I played of it, I do like the combat. The game looks absolutely beautiful. And the world, you know, everything looks really cool so far. I'm gonna dive into that this weekend though. Dragon Age Felghana, and dive more into that. Call of Duty, I've been playing a lot. When I say a lot,
the performance.
Performance is good. I'm playing on performance mode too. So far, at least. And again, I'm in the starting area, so I'm at the part where I had just got to Solas, and Varric was talking to Solas. So and then I had fell asleep. Like I paused it for a second, and just like I don't know why I paused it. I think I paused it because I was looking at something on my phone, and I don't know, from like the pause in the game to looking at something on my phone to then falling asleep. I don't know how that all happened within like the span of maybe like 2 or 3 minutes. Your boy is getting old, guys. All right, I'm getting old. I can't do these late night games.
You only but 30, man. How you?
Yo, no, I'm 30. I'm 30. I'm 33, man. Listen, because you know a lot of yo.
More.
All right, Bar. Listen, just because you like 50, that ain't my fault. You understand? Your boy getting old, responsibilities, things, and all that stuff, man. I ain't a young buck, man. I can't stay up super late like I could back in my early 20s till like 3 a.m. gaming like I used to, and then get up at like 5. It's 6. It'd be good. You know, I need at least 6 hours of sleep, 6 hours of sleep. So, you know, we getting up there, man. We getting up there. The late night gaming sessions we can't do that much anymore. You know, especially you don't go to the gym every day and everything, man. Your boy, especially yesterday. Yesterday's gym session was brutal. Yeah, and then, you know, playing a lot of Call of Duty. I've been playing a lot of Call of Duty. And, you know, I share a lot of Bari's same sentiments. If you've been watching my live streams, I've been very critical, a little graphic, you know, a little R-rated when it comes to, like, you know, my critiques, you know, but that's just how I am with COD, man. COD is a series and a franchise that I love so much. And I just know that, like, there are certain things that I know that they can do better, especially Treyarch CODs, which is my favorite Call of Duty developer. I just hate that there are certain things in the game that I just know. Like, Treyarch, why would you put this in the game? Recon Specialist, why would you put that in the game? Like, a free wall hack every time you spawn? Come on.
With these small maps.
Come on, Treyarch, man. Please remove, no, nerf that. That needs to be removed entirely from the game. And I know I'm not the only person that agrees. Everyone's using it. It literally breaks the game. It creates a serious imbalance because you're pigeonholed into having to use that, or else you're going to get mopped. You're going to get absolutely mopped. If you're not using Recon Specialist, you're going to get mopped, man.
The biggest issue when it comes to the Recon Specialist and the actual blue perks, there's no counter to them. There's no counter to Tracker. There's no counter to Recon. There's no counter to anything. So they're all perks that have all benefits. You know what I mean? Like, somebody put on Tracker, there's no perk to counter Tracker. And there's been an issue in Call of Duty since Modern Warfare. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure the older CODs used to counter Tracker if you had on like Ninja or Light Feet or whatever the shit was called. But there's just no counter to it. Recon, if that specialist bonus, you equip all blue perks, you have that for the whole match. So if you die, boom, you get a wall hack where knowing where everybody's at. So anybody's in your spawn or they spawn trapping you or trying. It's just crazy.
And really, the Recon Specialist makes, I would say, like 40% of the perks useless because Ghost is no point. Ninja, there's no point because you can
like Ghost don't counter it.
Because even if I'm sneaking around and running around and I'm silent, that Recon Specialist, you see me regardless. If I got Ghost and Ninja because I got perk greed, you still see me regardless. So that makes those perks all useless.
Mm-hmm.
It's all
and the thing is,
it's all useless.
Ninja is not working because it's supposed to dampen your footsteps, but your footsteps are still being heard loud and clear with Ninja. And I've got video testing that with Persona, where people are legit just hearing your footsteps. It doesn't happen every time, but there's certain maps, there's certain instances where they hear your footsteps as loud as if you didn't have Ninja on. And I got multiple videos showing that. It's something off with it.
Yeah.
That's why you see a lot of people, they're not even using Ninja when they have the Recon Specialist. And there's times where people will have on like they will have on like Ghost. They will have
Engineer.
Vigilance and Engineer, and they'll be running, and you don't hear them. Because I'll listen to the kill cam. I'm like, oh, I didn't even hear that person. There's no steps that he's doing. There's no you don't hear no footsteps. It's a lot of bugginess going on with that game.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
people wouldn't know these things because then they only put like 2 hours, 1 hour in the game. You know what I mean? So
yeah, facts.
but
And
when we speak on these things, they be like, oh, you're just being a fanboy. Oh, you're just doing this because this company bought this. Nah, it's like, nah, this is what we're experiencing.
Yeah. And then that's really been the main games I'm playing. Listen, Metaphor, I know I got to get back to that and finish that. Life is Strange Double Exposure, that pre-downloaded. I got to get to that. It's too many games, man. Your boy can't keep up. I can't keep up, chat. But a lot of great games are out. A lot of great games are going to release within the future. And we are under just a little less than a week away from the PlayStation 5 Pro. So, it's a lot of great time, a lot of great things happening, a lot of excitement within the gaming community, man. So a lot to be excited for. But with that being said, guys, damn, that was a long intro. That was almost an hour-long intro. Crazy, right? But with that being said, guys, let's get into the games released for this week. And PlayStation, Push Square, they put the games that are releasing next week, Bari. So not this week, next week. So we'll talk about it. So next week, Bari.
Go ahead, my bad.
Yeah, no, you good. Next week, so we got Empire of Ants for the PS5, Death Note Killer Within for the PS5, PS4. This is also releasing on PS Plus as well. This is going to be one of the November PS Plus games, which we'll talk about in the news. Hunt and Fight for the PS5, Let's Sing 2025 for the PS5, Metal Slug Tactics for the PS5, PS4, Demons of Astaborg for the PS5, Planet Coaster 2 for the PS5, Run from Mummies for the PS5, Slavic Punk Old Timer for the PS5, PS4. They got Asta Bros here twice. Asta Bros for the PS5, Battle Spirit crossover
Bros
for the PS5, Goat Simulator Remastered for the PS5. I can't believe people are. Let me shut up. Magical Bakery.
Nobody complained about that remaster. I'm pretty sure.
Listen, and that was PS4. Magical Bakery for the PS5, Metro Awakening for the PSVR 2. Phantom Brave, the Hermuda Triangle Remaster for the PS5, River City Saga 3 Kingdoms Next for the PS4, Taiko no Tatsujin Rhythm Festival for the PS5, Tectonica for the PS5, Elderborn for the PS5, and last but not least, Slitherhead for the PS5, PS4. A lot of great games are going to be releasing next week, man. I can't lie. That's a pretty interesting list of games there. I know this week, what released this week? Double Exposure released this week. Dragon Age Veilguard released this week. And I think there was another game. I think Romancing Saga 2 released this week as well, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong on that. I'm not sure. Somebody in the chat will probably correct me on that. But those are some of the notable releases that I can. And I think, Ys 10 Nordics released last week. So, yeah. But I can't think of the other games that have released within the last couple of weeks. Within this week here. But I know that somebody in the chat definitely will throw a couple of other games out there.
Redacted.
Oh, real talk. Redacted looks good. I was looking at the gameplay for Redacted. It's funny because I kind of wrote that game off just by looking at the box art, because I thought that it was gonna be like, another arena style shooter or something like that, multiplayer shooter, whatever. So that's why I kind of like wrote it off. But when I actually looked at the gameplay, I was like, yo, hold up. Redacted is that's definitely my cup of tea, man. Hold on, let me show y'all Redacted real quick, because
it's like a roguelike.
Yes, a roguelike. Yeah. I was like, hold on. You threw me for a loop here. I'm thinking Redacted was gonna be something else. It's a whole different beast, man. So, just to show y'all Redacted real quick, this looks. I'm definitely going thinking about picking this up and playing this, because I could definitely see myself playing this and putting some time into this. I like the art style. I like the combat looks really cool. This is definitely, with this game, I'm getting Shout out to Housemark, but I'm getting like Next Machina vibes and
like
whatnot.
Dead Nation,
Dead Nation
it's like
vibes
an
and stuff
upgrade,
like that.
like Dead Nation.
Yeah, yeah.
Definitely PS3 vibes.
Yeah, I'm getting big PS3 vibes with this game. So I'm actually going to support this and pick this up and play this. I'm not sure if this has co-op because this feels like a game that would be dope with co-op. But I'm gonna definitely pick up Redacted. Redacted looks really fun, looks really cool. So you got a sale from me, Redacted devs. I'm gonna pick this up. Might even stream it. Nice little game night, playing this and whatnot, having a little bit of fun. So yeah, that's Redacted, man. So Redacted did release this week. Definitely gonna pick that up, man. So shout out to the Redacted devs and whatnot. Crafting and Striking. Oh, this is from Striking Distance Studios. Okay, so shout out to Redacted. But ladies and gentlemen, we are now in the spotlight portion of the show. And for those that are new here, the spotlight is where me and Bari give you a game or games that we think y'all should check out, right? It could be a brand new game. It could be an old game. It could be a game for your childhood. It could be a game that hasn't been released yet. The purpose of the spotlight is for us to spotlight games that we think you, the community, should check out. Bari, starting with you, what is your spotlight game for the week? And are you gonna break the rules?
Yeah, I just got 2 games I'm gonna spotlight, kind of old school.
Only 2? You're not a real gamer. You're not a real gamer. Go ahead.
I mean, that's the sentiment. But yeah. So the first game is gonna be Metamorphic Force. It's an arcade archive game. It's an old school arcade game back in the day. It looks like they're doing the Japanese version of this game. 'Cause I remember seeing Metamorphic Force in the arcades. I never played it, but I remember seeing it. I was like, oh, this looks very familiar. I remember seeing this as a kid. But looking at the differences between the US release and the Japanese release, it looks like they got the health bars and all that stuff in this one. I'm not sure if it has online. Yeah, it does have online too. 4-player online on there. So it only costs like $8 on the PlayStation Store. And I like when I remember when I used to do on my channel, I used to do like the games of the week, hint, hint, where this one PlayStation, they used to release the drop. And I used to have the little Wayne beats in the background, which, a lot of those videos now is YouTube's like, hey, listen, we monetizing these. But so yeah, I used to highlight the arcade archives a lot. But they've been steadily releasing a lot of the arcade archives. And I mean, yeah, I like some of these older games, really, really fun. I'm happy that they're getting re-releases in this day and age. And yeah, Metamorphic Force, them adding online and all that stuff looks really great. The next game is another old one, man. The Power Rangers, the new Power Rangers game.
You took that from me. Yes, sir.
Looks really dope. You know what I mean? I'm definitely gonna be the Black Ranger.
Red Ranger all day. I hope they got the Green Ranger or White Ranger too.
The Black Ranger always been my favorite. Zach. I always liked Zach with the whole dancing karate shit that he did. I found a hoodie of mine, a Power Ranger hoodie of mine when I was a kid. I still have it. Matter of fact, hold on 1 second. I gotta go real quick. 1 second.
Yo, is he gonna go get the hoodie? I think he's going to go and get the hoodie. Yeah, those are good spotlights. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers was definitely going to be one of my spotlights as well. For those that follow me on Twitter, I've been sharing a lot of Power Rangers stuff lately. I follow a couple of dedicated Power Ranger pages on Twitter. So, I see like the old school clips from like Mighty Morphin Power Rangers or Power Rangers Lost in Space or Lost Galaxy or Lightspeed Rescue or Ninja, whatever. Definitely just going down memory lane with a lot of that stuff. Especially Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, which is my favorite, obviously. Zeo as well, but it's funny that like I've been like really getting back into Power Rangers lately with like watching some of the clips and sharing a lot of stuff and whatnot.
My goddamn timeline.
As I should, absolutely, and I will continue to do so, sir. Oh, that still fit?
No.
Look at Baby Bari. Look at Baby Bari hoodie. Look at Baby Bari's Black Power Ranger hoodie. That's so cute. That's so cute. Oh, you about to try to put it on? That shit might fit. It might fit over your head. That's about it. That thing might fit over his head. Look at that. Look, the hoodie don't fit. Oh, hell nah. Oh, nah. Oh, nah. But, Bari, you about to break that shit. Yo, that's dope. That's dope, man. That's dope as hell.
Yo, I used to wear this joint as a kid. Look how clean this joint look now.
Yo, that joint look dope. I ain't gonna lie.
I was like 8.
Yo, that's dope as hell. And it still looked like it looked brand new. Wow. Had that since you were 8 years old.
It would still work.
Yeah, that's dope, man. That's dope. You should try it on, see if it would fit. 8-year-old Bari to 40-year-old Bari. If that thing still fit, that'd be crazy. Hey, yo, hold up. You got an arm through. You got an arm through. He said, I ain't gonna try to put the other arm through now. Hold on. Yo, that's what's up, though. That's what's up.
So, yeah, Power Rangers. It got co-op. So.
We on that.
You know.
We definitely on that.
The only thing that sucks about it is that it only got 2-player co-op.
Yeah, which I'm surprised at that. It would have been cool if they'd have 4-player.
You know, it's another game that looks really good.
Mhm.
Like I've been seeing a lot of these beat 'em up games that I almost bought it, but I didn't buy it. The Karate Kid, and there's another one as well. But both of them is offline modes, offline local co-op. And that's the only reason why I didn't buy it, because it was like $20-something, and I was like, damn, but these jumps look really, really good. It's been dope to just, play online, with people or whatnot. But I'll wait until it goes on sale and copy from there. But
yeah. That's what's up. Good spotlights, man.
They said that it's gonna be 2-player at launch, but we'll roll out to 5-player.
That's dope. Then that's good. That's good. I was gonna say,
yeah, there is share play too. You can use share play, but at the end of the day, like I feel like when it comes to the beat 'em up games, when it comes to like even fighting games, you need to have like
the online needs to be the online needs to be there for sure. As for me, guys, for me, my spotlights, I think the first thing I'm gonna spotlight, hands down, is gonna be Monster Hunter Wilds, man. If you have not played this beta, like I said, I do think everyone should try the beta. I think this Monster Hunter Wilds game is gonna sell easily, like 15 million copies. Just playing the beta, there's so much there, so much to soak in, so much to play and get into and whatnot. Had a lot of fun, like I said, playing with Bird and Hinton. And, just fighting the monsters, so dynamic, so different, a lot going on. I'm a hammer and bow main. So, using a hammer, I was using a hammer on my stream yesterday, but using a hammer, so fun. Just, it's fun using a hammer, smacking them in the head and seeing them go dizzy and whatnot. I just love Monster Hunter a lot. I'm loving Wild a lot.
Let you know,
what's up?
As a friend,
what's
as
up?
a brother, that hammer gameplay is trash. If you're not using dual blades, I don't want to see you stream that game ever again. That joint is boring. I don't want to see no hammer. I want to see some dual blades. I want to see a katana. Have some exciting gameplay, because that hammer gameplay is trash. Pack it up. It's over. Trash.
Bari talking, he still ain't even. I've been telling him to play Dragon's Dogma 2 for God knows how long. He still ain't played. Now you trying to tell me about my Monster Hunter gameplay. Get on the beta, sir, and show me how it's done.
Yo, listen.
You gonna show?
I play Dragon's Dogma.
You gonna show me
that game? I'm gonna let that game sing, because you know what I'm gonna do. I'm not. Yo, one thing I love about video games, I will stop playing a game if somebody help me do something. I hate when people help me do shit. I want to figure it out, because I like creating my own builds and my own shit. So when I do that in Dragon's Dogma, I'm gonna let that game sing, Persona, and I'm gonna trust me. I'm gonna let that game sing. Especially they had them ice blades, so I get that ice blades quick. I'm gonna let that game sing.
I'll show you where to get them, because you get them from Balta.
You can show me where I get that.
Yeah, I'll show. It's in a cave.
Other than that, I don't want no help.
Yeah, it's in a cave. You could get it early from a cave in Balta. I forgot the name of that area.
Yo, Bird. Yeah. It's
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Barrio talking. You gonna show me? Get on that Monster Hunter Wilds beta and show me how it's done.
Y'all forget who y'all talking to, man. If you listen, if I actually get into Monster Hunter, I don't think I'm gonna get into.
He's not exactly. So he's just talking shit, because he's not gonna get into Monster Hunter.
It depends on what game releases. Look at February alone, bro. You know what I mean? But if I get into Monster Hunter, which I have before, it's just I don't really showcase it like that. Yeah, I definitely that shit scene. Y'all crazy. What do you think I am? Some random Twitter dude you know what I mean? This is what I do. I create builds, I show gameplay, I upload combos. This is what I do. Huh? There's a lot of people I can expose right now, just to let you know. This is what I do.
Anyway, so yeah, Monster Hunter Wilds is one of my spotlight games.
A lot of people I can expose right now. He's not talking right now, but there's a lot of people I can expose. This is what I do.
Yeah, it's supposed to be. He can't expose nothing over here.
They call me the reference man.
Oh my god, here he goes.
This is what I do.
There he goes. But yeah, my second spotlight is definitely gonna be Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, which we're gonna talk about that later. Show off a little of the gameplay, but
who you picking?
I'm excited. Red
Ranger, right?
Red Ranger, or if they got the Green Ranger, which I hope they do, as like a secret unlockable, or the White Ranger, Tiger Ranger as a secret unlockable.
Nah, this look like basic. The beginning. Maybe you're right. Maybe they will.
Not with Rita's Rewind. No.
I'm saying it look like the start of like everything. I didn't see a Green Ranger in the trailer, but I'm saying
because they probably gonna have that as a secret unlock, just like they had
okay.
Or like as DLC later. I'm hope, bro. If they gonna have this game released and not and the funny thing is, Bari, this game has shot up to like I think top 5 most pre-ordered games right now in the PlayStation Store. It's really high up there. Yeah, it shot up. It shot up quick. So a lot of people are definitely gonna be picking this game up and playing this game, myself included.
Monster Hunter #1.
Absolutely, as it should be. The $100 version too, as it should. But this with the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers beat 'em up, it would be a travesty if they don't have Tommy, White Tiger Ranger, or the Green Ranger as like secret unlockables or something like that. That would be a travesty, man. That would be an absolute travesty.
They're the same character, so they definitely gonna do one at a time.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But one of them has to be it. But until then, it's definitely gonna be Red Ranger all the way. Red Ranger with Jason, that guy. But yeah, that's and then my next spotlight is, even though I'm super early in the game, I do want to spotlight it because I've been really excited for this game for a long time. So I'm finally happy to be playing it and able to play it. But I am going to spotlight Dragon Age Veilguard. This is definitely a series that I'm excited to get into and play with Veilguard. Created my character, played a little bit of the combat. I think the combat is fun and cool so far. I am a warrior of the Varanheim tribe. Is it Verahim tribe or whatever? And I'm digging it so far. I'm liking the characters so far. Again, I'm super early. I'm probably like 2-3 hours in the goddamn game. So like I ain't really getting nowhere yet. But I am gonna dive into that this weekend and play that quite a bit. And then my final spotlight is going to be Life is Strange Double Exposure. I love Life is Strange, love Max as a character. Excited to finally have this game. I definitely want to dive into this, man. I don't know when I'm gonna dive into this. I think December I'm gonna really dive into this game and play it because I want to get through some of these other RPGs and put a little bit more time into Call of Duty and this and that and all this other stuff. So I'm gonna dive into it, but when it's most likely gonna be December, right? But those are my spotlight games for this week, me and Bari. But let us know in the chat, man. What are your spotlight games? What games are you guys gonna pick up? What games are you excited for? What games do you think people in the community should check out? Let us know in the chat. Let us know in the comments. We like to see what the community recommends as well. With that being said, TZ, appreciate you for the 17 months as a member on the channel. He says, y'all some good dudes, man. Just continue to grind and great things will come y'all way. Much love to y'all. Appreciate you, TZ, always, man. Shout out to TZ. And then shout out to Oolong T Gamer. Appreciate you for the super chat. He says, I appreciate WUPS crew and I always and will always support. Keep grinding. Let me speak. Appreciate you, Oolong. And then AC, appreciate you 29 months as a member on the channel. Been away for a minute, but keep up the great work and congrats to Persona on your weight loss journey. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Healthy eating, consistency, going to the gym, doing what you do, weight training. You understand? All that good stuff is all you need to do in order to, have a healthy lifestyle. It's a lifestyle. It's not just something you do in a moment. It's a lifestyle. So what I do now is my lifestyle. It's part of my life. And then DC, appreciate you for the super chat. It says, we have responsibilities right now. Yes, we do, DC. Responsibilities.
Belarus.
But all right, man. So listen, if you made it this far, we about to get into the news, man. Like I said, it's not a whole lot of news, but I do think some of the news that we will be talking about very spicy, very. It's gonna be a lot of passion oozing through the screen from the WUPS boys. So y'all get ready. But the first thing, Bari, that we are gonna talk about, man, I think you know. It's tradition every month. We got to talk about the PlayStation Plus games for that month, and PlayStation released what the November PS Plus games are. And for those games, Bari, is going to be Hot Wheels Unleashed 2 Turbocharged, Ghostwire Tokyo, and Death Note Killer Within, which is a brand new game that's released in day one in PlayStation Plus. And the games that will be leaving PlayStation Plus is WWE 2K24, Dead Space, and Doki Doki Literature Club Plus. So, Bari, looking at November's PS Plus games for Essential. This is Essential, guys, not for the other two tiers. This is the starter tier, Essential. Bari, looking at this list, how you feeling about these games, and what score are you giving November PS Plus games?
Yeah, I think the Hot Wheel game, okay, looks cool, looks fun. Ghostwire Tokyo I already own. I like Ghostwire Tokyo. I think it's a pretty good game. It did get a little bit repetitive, but the premise, the gameplay is still solid. The Death Note game, the new game, they was better off not showing the trailers to it because yeah, that jump looks trash. I'm sorry, man. That jump looks horrible. I'm good on that. I'm pretty sure the people that love Death Note, they're probably going to be like, hey, it looks bad, but it's Death Note. I've got to play it. I think it's like more like an online type game. Yeah, it's an online social deduction game. So it might be fun as far as it's like what you do, the premise of the gameplay, but that's the visuals as far as like a Death Note game. I don't know if I'm going to rock with it, but it might be like one of those streamer type games that people, play. But yeah, I'm gonna give it a B. I'm gonna give it a B.
Yeah, this dude is too nice, bro. This dude Bari is way too nice, man. He's way too nice.
Nah, because the Hot Wheels game, it actually does look pretty fun.
I'm good.
I personally like Ghostwire. The Death Note game, I'm good on that, but I can see, people probably streaming that. But yeah, that's mainly based off the two games right here. I give it a B. Not too up on it, but hey, it is what it is.
Hey, yo, listen, Chad. Let me talk to you. Pull up a chair. For me, Hot Wheels Unleashed 2 Turbocharged, I'm good. Ghostwire Tokyo, I already own this game. I gotta finish it. It's an okay game. I wouldn't say it's the best game. It's okay from what I played so far. And Death Note, I agree with Bari. This game, nah. I'm good on all this, man. And I'm a big fan of Death Note. Light Yagami, L, those my guys. You understand? I love the Death Note series and the franchise in the anime and whatnot. Like that's definitely one of my favorite animes. So, but this game just ain't it for me, man. It ain't. I'm good. For me, it's a C- all the way. Very weak month, especially with the PlayStation 5 Pro dropping. Extremely weak month. I'm not feeling it. It's a C-. I'm good on all this. I'm good on. Straight up, it's weak. Very weak.
Bro,
C-.
A C- is a bad score?
Yes, it is.
To you?
Yes.
So if you got a C- in
a C- is barely passing. That's barely.
No, a D is barely passing.
No, it's not. D is fail.
Like
D is a fail. No, the D is a fail.
What?
Yeah, D is not passing. You're not passing with no D.
A D is like a 65, bro. 65 is passing.
And that's good to you? That ain't not my household growing up. That wasn't no passing.
No, I'm saying that's just barely passing. A C- is like a 70.
That's still not good. I'm good on that. I'm good. C-.
The way how you speak, it felt like you was gonna say a D.
I'm gonna say a C-. I'm gonna say a C-, and that's me being a little. I'm grading on a curve, C-. So, it's a C-. Very weak month. I'm not really feeling it too much. I'm not gonna say they failed. It's these games are definitely for somebody. And like I said, Ghostwire Tokyo is a decent game, which is why it falls within a C- and isn't a D for me personally. But it's all right. It's cool. It's a C-. So
Yeah, a D is not a great score. Don't get it twisted. But as far as considered as passing, a 65 is considered passing. Well, when I grew up, so getting a D, that was you passed that class. But like,
Well, Bar, you grew up in the Stone Ages. Things changed in the modern age.
yeah, I mean, listen, they might have upped it to like a 70s passing, but a D was still considered. You barely passed, but you passed. You know.
Nah, D is like a common courtesy. That's
Yeah, that's like I don't want to give you the fail, so I give you a D. That means you get the credit.
yeah, but
When
a
you-
D,
you-
a
you
D,
barely
a
did it.
D could bring your overall GPA down
Oh
significantly.
yeah, it's gonna drop it. Yeah,
Like,
it's gonna drop it.
like one D can pause. One D can let's move on. Never mind. Listen, let's move on, man. Listen, one D grade can tank your GPA, especially in college. One D grade can tank your GPA. If you got like a 3 GPA and you get a D in a class, your GPA for that semester could go from like a 3.0 to like a 2.6. That's how bad a D is, bruh. Crazy. But yo,
I don't know why the chat acting like they didn't get D's in their life. I'm hoping majority of y'all got D's.
whoa,
You know what I mean? Pause.
Whoa.
D's, you know.
Hey, yo, listen, I was a solid B student. What up?
What up? No B student.
Yes, I was.
You
I was a solid B
You
student.
was a dog.
Hey, yo,
You was a dude at class.
No, I did cut class a couple times, but I was definitely a solid B student with some A's sprinkled around there in certain subjects. You understand? But solid B student. I ain't mad at it. Shit.
Yo, in college, I did better than I did in high school. High school, I was like a B minus C plus person. I didn't really care, but college, I was like B plus because the coaches was not playing that. It was like, yo, you got to have this certain GPA to stay on the team. But you know, a lot of people, tutor you.
Well,
You
in
know,
middle school, I was like an A minus B student only because math, man. I hated math. I hated math like through most of school. Math didn't really start I didn't really start enjoying or liking math until like my senior year of high school and college. But like math, most of school, I hated math, man. Like, I would get like B minus in math, maybe a C in certain math classes, right? But yeah, I was mostly like a B student in school. Yeah, I was mostly a B student.
When I started off in high school, they switched me to honors. That's why my shit kind of dropped too, because they put me.
Oh yeah, they put them AP classes, and he said, "No sir, no sir."
Yo, I remember. I was home and my mom got a phone call. They was like, yeah, I don't think your son belongs in these classes.
Oh shit.
We're gonna up him to honors. So they up me to honors, science, English, math.
Yeah.
History.
Mhm.
Like all my classes went to honors, and then my grades went to like around that level, like B minus.
The classes where I like consistently got A's like throughout all of school, and these are the ones that I've always like loved: science.
Oh yeah, I love biology.
Science, history, social studies, shit like that. I was always getting A's because those are the subjects that I just love. I love history. I love science, astronomy, all that stuff. Life science, environmental science, chemistry, and all that. I enjoyed those. I enjoyed those classes a lot. So I used to get A's in like the social studies and real talk, literature, English class. Those were the classes I never had problems in. I was good. Like it was always math for me. Math was just always a subject in school that I just hated. I hated math for like quite a while. Creative writing, literature, English, lit, social studies, science. I used to just ace them shits, man. It was nothing, bro. Like those classes, I could pass those classes in my sleep. That's how easy those classes were. But yeah, so I was a solid B student. But all right, let's move it along, guys. Let's move it along. And Bari, we got to get into a new scoop, and I ain't talking about a scoop of ice cream. I'm talking about a new scoop from Stefan Totillo from Axios, where allegedly, because I don't think Brian Horton has come out and
Oh no,
confirmed.
it's not alleged. It's factual.
Oh, it's facts. Oh, okay. Well, then we don't.
Go on his Twitter right now. It says
Hold up. Let me
something
see.
different on there.
Let me see. Hold up.
Everything that he worked on is hashtagged.
Okay. Let's go to his Twitter. Michelle Horton. Hello. Creative director. Oh, yeah, it's confirmed. All right, let's talk about it then, man, because it's definitely confirmed. So the story is that Brian Horton, who was the creative director for Wolverine and previously the creative director for Spider-Man Miles Morales, has left Insomniac studio, and he has been gone since the summer. And he now is working at the Initiative on Perfect Dark. So this was the original article from Stefan Totillo, and then looking at Brian Horton Twitter, he's pretty much confirming, Perfect Dark. So he's now working at the Initiative, working on Perfect Dark. And from the article, the reason why he left, it has to do with creative differences. So there were some creative differences at Insomniac in regards to Wolverine, I'm assuming, because that's what he's currently working on, and he had left the studio over the summer, and now who's overlooking the creation or the development for Wolverine is now where their names Mike Daly, Mike Daly, and it's Mike Daly and Marcus Smith. They both will serve as the new game directors, and then Cameron Christian has moved into a different role as well, away from Wolverine. That's different from the Wolverine development. So, Bari, this is quite shocking, right? Because Brian Horton, very big on Wolverine. He was, when the game first got announced, he was very talking about everything that you can expect. It's going to be an R-rated, more gritty, blah, blah, blah. To see the game director leave over creative differences, two questions for you. One, what's your thoughts on him leaving and going to the Initiative and working on Perfect Dark? And then two, what do you think those creative differences are? And do you think those creative differences are linked to the alleged toxic positivity that we've been hearing a lot of allegedly behind the scenes when it comes to some of PlayStation studios and whatnot?
That's a lot of questions, man.
I know. This is a show.
I'm gonna remember all of that.
All right, we're going one at a time. What's your thoughts on him leaving?
I think this is a major L for the Wolverine game. That doesn't, my excitement for the game is still very, very high. But yeah, when you see a creative director leave, especially somebody like Brian Horton that has created games like Spider-Man 4, that helped create games like Spider-Man 4, Miles Morales, he was the creative director of that, which people put that game above Spider-Man 2018.
Mm-hmm.
Rise of the Tomb Raider, the 2013 one. Yeah, like that's a big loss in my opinion. Just from the resume of games that he put out there, which I thoroughly enjoyed. And yeah, part of my excitement for Wolverine was to see the fact that he was the creative director, because I like a lot of things that he puts into the video games that he's directing.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, seeing this, especially in the midst of when the game is being developed, it's never a great news. We don't know the direction that Wolverine is going to have now, because we haven't seen anything of the game, or no real actual official gameplay reveal or any official new gameplay trailer.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's seeing it from what we've seen here and what we know what he created is not a good look in my personal opinion.
Yeah. And him going to Initiative and working on Perfect.
Oh yeah, Initiative, they cooking up. Yo, Initiative, Perfect Dark, in my personal opinion, is probably one of the best show. Is the best showing, at the Xbox E3 show. And yeah, you can just tell like a lot of the developers that's working on that game. It definitely has that PlayStation fragrance to it. That's on the visual approach, the stylistic approach of that game. It looks really good. I don't know anything of like Perfect Dark. I never played them back in the day, but when I saw the trailer to gameplay, I was like, oh yeah, that game looks really good. You know what I mean? It was my most impressed game at the show. So yeah, adding somebody like him to that studio, already showing something that's super impressive in my eyes. Oh, that's a big get for them. Big get.
What about what do you think the creative difference is, like specifically? Like if you had to guess what the creative differences could be in regards to a Wolverine game, what do you personally think that creative difference could be? I know that's kind of like a hard thing to answer.
I don't know. Yeah, that's a tough one. Because we haven't really. The only thing we seen of Wolverine was T's trailer that we working on Wolverine. You know, him sitting at the bar. So it's never really you can really get from that. I personally didn't see any of the leak stuff, other than one of them that was shared to me, and I saw that one where he's jumping out a window or whatnot. So yeah, I don't really know what the creative difference is, but yeah, obviously they had to be your creative director. Now you left in the mid of the game, being developed. So I don't know what it's gonna be, but to assume maybe how Wolverine is portrayed, they want to change that up, or I'm not even gonna say I don't know.
You don't know. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Yeah, I agree. For me, I do think that Insomniac losing Brian Horton is definitely a big loss, especially when you look at the talent behind what he's created so far at Insomniac and for PlayStation. I definitely think that's a big loss, a big get for the initiative. Obviously, with his wealth of knowledge and experience with game creation, I think that'll definitely be beneficial to the Perfect Dark series and the game itself. I'm more so worried, and this is kind of me just like really spitballing and just like from what we're hearing and seeing. I'm more so worried that whatever these creative differences are, that the creative differences might not be for the betterment of Wolverine. Now, obviously, we don't know what Wolverine is officially. We don't know how it's going to play officially. We don't know, the story. We know the bits and pieces from the first initial reveal that we got, but we don't really know much outside of that, right? Officially. I keep saying officially because, a lot of people may refer to the leaks and things like that, but I'm talking officially what has come directly from Insomniac themselves or PlayStation. We really don't know much. So for me, whatever those creative differences could be, either from a gameplay perspective, a story perspective, the grittiness of Wolverine and how he is, I'm worried that those creative differences might actually be, and whatever change that Brian Horton didn't agree with, allegedly, or whatever the case may be, and it pushed them out and brought in the Ratchet and Clank creative directors to kind of work on this. I'm worried that creative change might not be better for Wolverine because the tone of the game, because going from making, and not saying that Insomniac isn't versatile like this, but going from making something like Ratchet and Clank that's a very upbeat, family friendly style game to making something super gritty like Wolverine, that's very different, So I just hope that the grittiness of Wolverine, that mature rating that Brian and team had confirmed this will be, that bloody, gory, like how Wolverine is, I just hope that stuff is maintained, and I hope they can tell a good story from this. But Brian Horton leaving, that's a big loss. That's a big loss on Insomniac, in my opinion, of course. In my opinion. But we'll just have to wait and see. We don't really know much about Wolverine, so it's hard to really speculate what those creative changes can be. But I wish Brian Horton all the best at the initiative. Hopefully Perfect Dark is a great game. I think it looks great as well. It looks very interesting. So that's definitely something I'm gonna be paying attention to as well. So we'll see what's up. But let's move it along, man. And we got to get into so gritty, not gritty, but some news surrounding PlayStation. It's not that news. That's gonna be the discussion where we're talking about the shutdowns and really getting into that, Bari. But I do want us to talk about an interview that both Herman Hulst and Hideki Nishino had with Variety, and just touch on certain things that was talked about within this interview. And one of the things that stood out was that PlayStation, that Hideki Nishino, the PlayStation boss, wants the PS5 Pro to continue the 10-year generation cycle. So essentially, Nishino is saying that the PlayStation 5 Pro is not a next generation console in the sense of the next gen outside of PlayStation 5. The PlayStation 5 Pro is meant to be a part, and we know this stuff, but we'll talk about it. But it's meant to complement the PlayStation 5, and they both go hand in hand. And it's to extend that generation to make it a 10-year cycle. So make it a 10-year generation cycle. So the Pro serves as that inevitable extension of a 10-year generation, right? So if PlayStation 5 released in 2020, right? PS5 Pro, which Hideki had confirmed, the PS5 Pro was being worked on even before the PlayStation 5 release. So this was a 5-year project that they were working on. So this was always something that was in the works. If the PlayStation 5 Pro is meant to be service that extension to the PS5, my question for you, Bari, is, a 10-year generation cycle. Can 2030 is when we would essentially see a PlayStation 6. Do you agree with that long of a time frame? Do you agree with them continuing to move within the direction of a PlayStation 5 Pro or a Pro version of a console serving as that extension to a game generation?
Yeah, I personally like the Pro iteration of consoles because you're keeping up with the times of the technology. We already seen that these generations are becoming longer and longer and longer since the PS3. So 10 years, bit surprising, but if they're buckling down on having a mid-gen refresh type thing, I'm not too surprised. What I think this kind of confirms is that the PlayStation 5 Pro might not be the only Pro PlayStation 5. It might be another one that's coming probably 2 years before this generation is over, within that 10 years, so probably like 2028 or something like that, 2027. You never know.
Wait, so you think 2 Pro versions of a console were released in the same generation?
Yeah, because the sentiment that I'm receiving or what he's saying here is like technology is moving fast and they want to keep up to keep people within the PlayStation ecosystem or on a console. If you're providing the option of doing a console, they know that they can't be stagnant with just one console for 7 years. If they want to keep up with, the competition as far as how, GPUs and CPUs constantly get upgraded every couple of years, they're going to have that similar approach. But he's saying 10 years, PlayStation 5 Pro came out 4 years within this generation. Do you think the PlayStation 5 Pro is going to be relevant 6 more years within a generation? That's why I'm saying that you might possible. I'm not saying this is official, but that's the vibe that I get from it. You might have like another Pro console 2027 or 2028 before the actual 10 years of the generation is up.
Yeah, that I don't agree with at all. I personally feel like the PSSR, I do think that they are going to continuously iterate on that, make it better, PSSR 2.0, 3.0 and all that, add updates to it and all those other different things. And I do think we will see PSSR in a PlayStation 6 whenever that gets announced and shown. But I feel like part of why the Pro, I think, and this is my opinion, but part of why the Pro is being worked on for so long is because of the machine learning, AI upscaling, and things like that they were trying to create and put into the console. But I think that PSSR will serve as the way for them to put out this Pro console right now and it be a viable product throughout the rest of the life cycle of the PlayStation 5. So if the PlayStation 5 is supposed to be a 10-year console generation, we're already going into year 5 with 2025. So that means we have an additional 5 years left going by Hideki's.
4 years.
No, we're going into 2025. We're going into PlayStation 5 released in 2020.
It's 2024.
I said we're going into year 5.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. Like 2025 is literally 2 months away. We're going into year 5 of the console coming out.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that the PlayStation 5 Pro with the PlayStation coupled with the PSSR technology will serve as that extension where you wouldn't need to put out a second Pro version of a console within the same generation. That would be, I personally feel like that would be like crazy for them to do that. I wouldn't agree with that at all. Like a second Pro version? No, I don't agree with that. I think PSSR will be enough to carry the rest of this generation, where you've got the AI upscaling, you've got the, being able to upscale these images to be much prettier and still maintain 60 frames per second, 120 frames, or whatever the case may be. And that will be enough to hold people over for the rest of this generation. Just look at, and I hate to go this route, but just look at PC GPUs, right? Yes, the 4090 is the latest GPUs that are out right now, but you still have a lot of people that are on 20 series and even 30 series, and 30 series is still massively adopted by a lot of people. Part of why they're able to kind of stay on these, and obviously games get more demand and whatever, but DLSS, FSR, and all these other different things on the PC side is what's keeping these cards around for so much longer, and not really you needing to upgrade as quickly. Not saying you don't have to upgrade at all, but you do not have to upgrade as quickly if you're using DLSS or a PSS or a FSR. I think for the PlayStation side of things, the same thing applies, where the PlayStation 5 Pro coupled with the PSSR, and then again, upgrading that and keeping that as updated as possible will allow them to extend the generation and still maintain a high quality or a high enough quality, image quality and performance within the console, despite the console being out for such a long period of time. You feel me? So that's kind of like how I think about it. 10-year generational. I mean, the PlayStation 5, the PS4 is still being developed for now, and we're in year 11, right? So, or going into year 11 years. So I don't know how I feel about that. When it comes to, a whole 10-year generation, I would imagine that if it is a 10-year generation, we would still know about the PlayStation 6 probably around the 8-year mark or whatever the case may be. I just don't see them. I see the PS6 probably releasing within that 10-year generation cycle as well, and not at the very end of the 10 years. So probably like year 8. So by like 2027, 2028, we should be seeing the PlayStation 6 and getting more news about that. What do you think?
Yeah, I like I said, I just feel, listening to what his approach is as far as this how technology advance, and he want to keep the consumer, if they want to have the more visuals, the better frame rates, they have an option. I just feel like a 10-year generation is a long year. It's just if you're competing to have people stay within your ecosystem, if that's the mindset, then I don't see just having a PlayStation 5 Pro and just going there, unless you having a PlayStation 6 come out. But when I hear things like 10-year life cycle means active years of the console. Yeah, the console can still, there's a new generation, there's games coming to the console, whatnot, but that's not mean the life cycle of the console. That's just like, okay, the console's there, we still want to put there because maybe people are still playing it. I don't know. I feel like they're gonna do another Pro console.
Mm-hmm. Yo, if they do, definitely gonna give you your flowers on that. That would be crazy though if they did that, honestly. But then the second bit of news from the Variety was them talking about TV. Where
oh yeah, I read that.
Where Herman Holtz he turned to talk away from hardware and started talking about PlayStation's portfolio, including new titles like Ghost of Yotei and live action adaptations. He revealed that The Last of Us HBO was such a roaring success that it has been considered a game changer. and they learned a lot from that. And at PlayStation Productions, they have 10 productions now in the works. Last of Us, Twisted Metal, and a few others that we're very excited about. And we're talking about adaptations, but in adaptations, that's taking the game and then see what else you can do with it. We're actually looking to build from the ground up, as we tried to do originally with Horizon, in creating this world and creating the storyline and how you can tell stories in this world on various mediums. Bari, this is something. Yo, the man changed hats. The man changing his hats. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. The man changed his hats. He went from the Cavs to Golden State. Oh no. Oh no. He went from the was it OKC to Golden State. KD.
What?
KD style. Bari, why you got trust issues? Explain to the audience why you got trust issues, Bari. What's the change in stance? Talk to us.
Yo, man.
Uh-oh.
I get what they're doing, extending PlayStation IPs and branding to television, but I feel like they have to read the room better. I think the Last of Us TV show was cool. You got 10 you're saying that you got 10 shows in production.
Crazy.
It don't sound any different than you got 12 live service games in production, and then what happened to that? You know what I mean? Like, why are you hedging your bet so much on? Oh, why are you going so hard on something rather than just letting it flow and adapt to what's going on? All right, what is the audience listening to? What is the audience want? Oh, The Last of Us, very popular. Let's double down on that. But the other ones, I don't know what the hell's going on. And I think we cracked the code when it came to.
We talked about this a couple times on WUPS.
Yeah, we ain't get no announcements when it comes to these games because all these remasters and remakes, because everything that's being remastered and remake has a TV show aligned to it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, like all this stuff, in my opinion, would have been exciting if I feel like PlayStation announcing their stuff would be on par with other things outside of games. TV, PC, you know what I mean? That you're seeing more of that stuff rather than the core audience, which, you know, they're saying that it is PlayStation. We're not really seeing anything of that. We're seeing features being taken away without no explanation. There's no actual real communication what's going on as far as like, here's our approach, what we want to do with the console. Yeah, we see that with a Pro, which is new hardware. But even with new hardware, there's still less features than what the console released with back in 2020.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But like things like that, I feel like needs to be addressed rather than, oh, let's talk about the TV shows and we got 10 productions in there.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like, did you not learn your lesson from 12, live service games, which you had to cut down on, but like,
okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, go ahead. Finish your thought.
No, I'm done. Go ahead, man.
My thing, this is what, like, I want to say it pisses me off a little bit, but then it also worries me. The thing that, like, really irks me about this is that, Lord, I wouldn't even say pisses me off. It worries me. The thing that worries me about this approach is that how this will impact creativity from the gaming side of things with PlayStation Studios. The reason why I say that is because if the idea is that you're trying to expand all your games or try to figure out how you can expand these games into other mediums like TV or TV shows or movies or whatever the case may be, I feel like the storyline or how the story is created or what you can do, that also might be impacted from a creative standpoint, because now instead of you creating a game to just be a game and tell a great story, now you have to create a game and create a story that can then translate into real life media, which means that things might not happen the same way, or things might not be shown the same, or whatever the case may be. I just, it worries me that PlayStation is moving in a direction where we've heard more about TV from Herman and from PlayStation than video games. You know, we're seeing more TV from PlayStation than video games, than first party. And I say first party titles. Are we also not going to, you know, we're seeing remasters and things like that, okay, but are we not going to see the games just be the games that they are for the game's sake? Just like, you know,
Yeah, let
I
the
want to see the
game be the
games.
game before you worry about a TV
Yeah,
show.
yeah. I feel like PlayStation is putting the cart before the horse with thinking about it from a various other media perspective and not necessarily looking at it directly as just being a game with a great gameplay and great story. Let's start there. And that might be happening. Again, I'm not in the boardrooms. I'm not in none of these meetings. So I don't know what's being said or how things are being going. But on the outside looking in, that's how I'm interpreting. That's how I interpret it when you're saying that you have 10 productions in the works. But then do you also have 10 first party? Are those 10 productions tied to 10 first party titles that are now also in the works as well? And if so, what are some of those games? Because right now, all we know about is Ghost of Yotei, Fair Games, and Concord, which failed, and Marathon, which is multiplat. So from a first party perspective, what are the 10 games that could potentially coincide with these 10 productions? You know?
Yeah, because the thing is, the question that's being, you know, asked here is that Herman Host turned to talk away from hardware to what's lined up for PlayStation portfolio, including new titles like Ghost of Yotei and live action adaptations. He revealed that The Last of Us HBO was such a roaring success that it has been
considered a game changer.
Considered to be a game changer, right? We learned from that. Okay, you already read that.
Yeah, I already read all that.
So yeah, like it looks like what he's aligning here is that, yeah, a lot of these shows is going to be having a game tied to it. You know, that's why they're remaking and redoing these things. You got The Last of Us remake, The Last of Us Part 2 remaster, Horizon remake or remaster. You know, we're seeing these things getting redone. So when a TV show come out, oh, you have the best version of this game to play to go along with a TV show.
I don't agree with, I'm gonna be honest. I don't agree with that, where they're really trying to blend their gaming and their TV side too close to each other. And I personally feel like that is going to impact the gaming side of things, where the creativity and what's being made may be impacted to a degree. I'm not in the rooms, so I don't, you know, I'm speaking from the heart. You know, I'm just speaking from how I feel things could potentially go. But it's just, you know, there's so much talk around TV and this and that, but then gaming, they just hush.
Everything is outside.
Yeah,
of
everything is
actual,
hush, and then
everything is outside the actual console.
Yeah,
and console gaming.
Yeah. I just don't agree with that. I don't like that. And I really hope PlayStation doesn't overextend themselves, because if anything, I would hope that their live service push and how that has failed and continues to fail tremendously, I would hope that would kind of stop them from being so bullish in other areas of the business as well, so that they aren't overextending, exerting themselves, or over promising for things that might not necessarily be a sure hit just because you have one or two successes, right? You look at, you know, the live service, and again, we'll talk about that later with the shutting down of studios and stuff like that. But looking at their live service push and looking at now their TV push and all these other different things, it's clear that PlayStation is trying to build other streams of revenue to come in so that they can make more investments and do different things. I understand that from a business side. I understand that, and I can agree with that to a degree. But I feel like being so bullish about how you do these things can be more hurtful and detrimental to the business of PlayStation than beneficial, as we've seen with their live service push, which we'll talk about that later. That's our discussion. But I'm gonna stop it there. You know, we'll dive deeper into that conversation when we talk about the shutting down of studios and live service. But that is kind of, you know, that's our thoughts on that so far. Bari, I've got bad news. But
yeah, I saw the show outline.
I got bad news, and it's bad news, but it's news that we probably already knew,
Or
assumed. But if you bought a PlayStation 5 Pro thinking that you'd be able to put your PlayStation Slim covers on that PS5 Pro, I got bad news for you. It ain't happening. So the bottom covers fit. According to this Reddit user, the bottom covers for the Slim fit on the Pro, but the top cover for the Slim plates do not fit on the Pro. It's the same dimensions, but where the connections for the case and the connections on the PlayStation are, they're in different positions, so you can't hook the plate onto the Pro, at least on the top version of the Pro, with the Slim plate.
Yo, I can see somebody that's like, yo, I'm slapping that thing on there. You know what I mean? They're gonna make it work somehow.
Somebody take that shit on there.
It's gonna be hanging, but they're gonna make it work.
I ain't gonna lie to you, Bari. I was definitely thinking about putting the 30th anniversary Slim plates on my Pro when I got my 30th anniversary Slim. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was thinking about opening it and slapping them things on there, but it ain't happening. How you feel about this? Do you think this is a wrong move by PlayStation by not, kind of, especially if you want so many people to like adopt this and pick this up, and a lot of people come from the Slim and whatnot? Do you think this is a wrong move and they should have made it to where the Slim plates fit?
I mean, it's a different console, so I think it would have been nice if the Slim plates would have fit. My criticism come from mostly them not being fully transparent as far as when it comes to the plates. Like, yeah, they have like a little saying in there saying that they will talk about or announce the plates later for the PlayStation 5 Pro, but that's not discrediting or not saying that does the PlayStation 5 Slim plates work. You know what I mean? What I liked about PlayStation is when they are transparent, there's no second guessing. You just know. You know what I mean? When they cancel a game, oh, is this game still live? No, you just know. Whatever they're doing before in the past, you just know. It's never good when people have to assume or speculate what you are saying rather than just like saying what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, there's like a line in there that they said about the plates. But even with that being said, there was videos, there was speculations, there was, oh, I think it will work. Oh, I don't know if it will work. I think it will work. Oh, I don't know if it will work. The fact that people were having those type of conversations, that means you were not clear enough explaining that these plates will not work and you will need to buy new plates. I'd have felt like a tweet, a sentence or a tweet when the console got announced would have been so easy, because at the end of the day, you just have to live with it. All right, new console, I got to get some new plates. Now you got to work with, oh, the bottom half work, but the top don't. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, like, the hell is going on?
Mm-hmm. And according to this Japanese infograph,
oh yeah, I remember this was being shared. Like,
yeah, this was she shared around. So like, yeah, none of the plates. So the PS5 original plates, PS5 digital original plates, and the PS5 Slim model plates, none of them will fit. According to this infograph, will not fit any of the PlayStation 5 Pro. So
yeah, but they said the bottom one does.
Yeah, the bottom one does, but the top one doesn't. So, but I think this infographic is speaking holistically.
So yeah, if you don't mind a little black and white, it doesn't matter if it's black or white. You know what I mean? You have the top plates as white and the bottom plates whatever color.
Nah, I want my 30th anniversary, man. Listen, I want that shit 30th anniversary.
So you don't want no gray and white console?
No. I want 30th anniversary all around. That's what I was gonna do. I mean, I'm still gonna get this 30th anniversary Slim, but I ain't gonna lie, I was definitely thinking hard, contemplating like, yo, opening that thing and slapping them plates on the Pro. I am not gonna lie.
So the reason why the top plates doesn't work is because of the snap-on thing is in a different position.
Yes.
So the dimensions actually work, but the snap-on thing don't.
Yes.
Come on, man.
Nasty work.
Come on, man.
nasty work,
So you
bro.
gotta buy a whole set of a whole new different.
Yeah,
set
but
of
no,
plates
but
now.
there are no pro plates. That's what I'm saying. There's only slim plates.
I know.
So
I'm saying when
are
they
they
do
gonna
come
put
out
out?
with one, you gotta buy a whole separate plate
This
because
this is my
of the
issue.
snap.
This is my issue with PlayStation though. It's like, yo, have all that lined up at the gate. Like we should be able to buy slim pro plates now. But now we gotta wait till what? Next year? Summer? Fall? Like when? I feel like that should have been lined up as well, where you could buy and it's funny because they just announced a chromatic collection. All that
With
shit
no pro.
with no
Yeah,
pro
no pro.
and no pro version of those plates.
Yeah.
What are we doing here?
Yeah, you should have that set up already, in my opinion. You know, which is disappointing because you had the disk drive, you got the stand, which the stand is for the slim, but
Mm-hmm.
those things were set up for the slim.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, I
Crazy.
I
Absolutely.
think it would have been dope.
Mm-hmm.
I think it would have pushed more people to buy into the accessories, which I'm pretty sure people will buy anyway when it does become available. But it would have been nice if you could have just swapped out the slim plates with the pro, especially if you're keeping your slim and you just like, all right, I just got this case on here. You know, I just bought this chromatic plate. Let me slap it on the pro. Let me mix and match how I want to do it. But now you got to buy a new set of plates just to mix and match, which
Crazy.
you know, very
Boy,
very disappointing.
yeah, I'm yo, listen. Anyway, let's move on because it's starting to piss me off.
Black or white.
Boy, I mean, I don't even. Yeah, I can't. I put this news in because at first I was like, oh yeah, we can talk about Marathon, but then after I saw the video, I was kind of just like, you ain't say nothing. You ain't talk about nothing. I kind of want to critique how they.
They just confirm what it is.
No. Let's talk about it. So we got an update from Bungie about Marathon and how Marathon is going to be this extraction shooter, and they showed off two of the type of characters you could play. So this is a thief, and then the other one is a steal. One's a thief, I think. One is more of like a stealth character or whatever, right? My whole thing with this is that I really don't like how because
I like that character look. I look dope.
Yeah, this one is more of like a stealth. One is a thief and one is a stealth. And I think the character designs look absolutely awesome. This is concept art. I just don't, especially Bungie. I don't understand why these developers don't know how to read the room.
They're not ready, bro.
Then why like it's
I don't mind talks like this. I'm in the opposite.
No,
I'd rather you.
But we already know.
tease
You already know about the game. We already know about the game. The game's been play tested. They've already told us stuff like this already when it comes to like it being an extraction shooter or whatever the case may be. But like I feel like if you're gonna have a 10-minute video about this, I feel like you should have at least a sneak peek and some type of gameplay with this.
They are sneak peeking. They're showing you 2 concept arts of the character, and they're talking about what the game actually is. We now can know that it is an extraction, shooter, type game. Like, I feel like if the follow-up to this, the next time they show the game, is an actual reveal with gameplay, cool. But yeah, if you're talking about the game, you're having dev talks, I don't mind.
I don't mind. No, I don't mind dev talks. I'm not saying I don't mind dev talks. What I'm saying is something like this, where we've already known about the game. It's already.
You wanted like how smart they were Returnal. That was the perfect way. Remember they was doing a little dev diary episodes, and it was showing the actual game.
It's different. It's different if they were just announcing this game for the first time, and you want to do a talk like this. That makes sense. We already know about the game. The game's already announced. We know that it's being made. We know that it's Bungie's next project. It's not like this is their first announcement confirming that Marathon is their next game. We've known this already. So I just feel like a talk like this, you could have sprinkled some gameplay in or shown us something to go off of. That's just my whole thing. Are you excited for this? Extraction shooter? I mean, we don't have any
Um,
gameplay nothing like this, but like, are you depending on what you see, can you see yourself playing an extraction shooter like this?
I don't know if I'll play hardcore. Maybe like I'll dibble and dabble into it. Um, is it something that I'm looking for currently right now? No, but maybe the gameplay once it's revealed would change my opinions on that. But I don't know.
Mm-hmm. We'll see. I just kind of wish they would have shown a little bit more, and maybe they'll show
This
more.
character look cool as hell though.
Yeah, I think this is the thief. The thief she is.
Yeah, with a gun that look cool.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, I mean, there's not much you could say because there's not much they said. Not much they shown. So you know, we're just gonna have to wait.
They
and see
did did say that the game isn't for everyone. I heard that.
Yeah, what's your thoughts? Matter of fact, thank you for reminding me of that because that was something I did want to ask. What's your thoughts on that? Like developers saying stuff like that. Do you agree with a developer being that direct with saying the game isn't for everyone and all this other stuff and whatever? Like, how do you feel about that?
I prefer that just due to the genre of what it is. I don't know if extraction shooters is super popular. I don't think so. Outside of probably, is Rainbow Six an extraction shooter? Or that's just like missions that you're doing? I'm not sure, but yeah, mainly based off of that's what the genre is.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I think they're just setting expectations like, all right, this is what our game is. This might not be for everyone, but hopefully we can capture your attention and you can get the game a go, give a game a try. But I get where you're coming from. It does come off as like you're not too confident about your game, but I just feel like that's due to everything that he explained with the genre. Extraction shooter is not a PvP. Well, I don't know if it's not a PvP, but if you lose your stuff,
no, it's PvP. So it's an extraction shooter. It's a PvPvE where you're gonna have other players that you're gonna be battling against as well in the world. Yes.
You remember the Division?
Yes, Dark Zone. Yeah, I mean, I haven't seen gameplay or whatever, but from the way he explained it, it be a PvPvE, I would assume that's what it is because there's going to be other players that you're fighting against as well to get like different types of things out the world to extract. But there's also going to be NPCs and things like that you will be battling against as well in this world or in this area to try to extract and to protect your extractions or whatever.
Because when he said that comment, he said that there are going to be moments like if you die and everything that you carry, you just lose it and somebody else can take it. And that's what he said. Yeah, this game might not be for everyone because that might piss somebody off. Like, oh, I'm not playing that. I don't want to lose my stuff. So that's why I think he said it. But yeah, I mean, we'll see.
I don't know. Yo, shout out to Oolong T. Appreciate you for the super chat. He says, I would be disappointed if Wolverine is not rated M. I would be as well, especially after they confirmed that it is. I'd be very disappointed in that. And then Viper Reese, man, appreciate you. 30 months as a member of the WUPS Nation. Appreciate you always. Viper says that statement covers their ass for people demanding changes because of features they don't like. They hoping no review bombs with that statement. I mean, I don't know. Game industry, everything's in just this weird place right now when it comes to just everything, critiquing, talk. I don't know. I don't know, man. Like it is what it is, man. If people don't want to buy into this, or people don't, you know, I just want to see the games. That's kind of where my mind is at. I want to see the games. I want to see, you know, show me so that we have things to go off of. But especially if the game's already been announced, you feel me? Like we already know about the game. It's been announced already. So, and maybe that's me being a little bit harsher, especially on Bungie. But you know, it is what it is. But let's get into some gaming, some game announcements real quick. Bari,
it's the allure of the game.
Yeah. Just real quick, you know, we did talk about Power Rangers quite a bit throughout earlier in the show, but you know, I just want to just reconfirm that, you know, Power Rangers is they're coming out. Power Rangers Rita's Rewind in December, and it is going to be a beat 'em up style game. You know, just showing some gameplay real quick. I know we talked about this a lot, so I'm not gonna spend too much time on it, but you know, just a little bit of gameplay. The characters all look great. You know, this is there goes Zordon. You know, this is just I can't wait for this, man. Like I like real talk, I can't wait. And it's gonna be 2-player online, but there is going to be a 5-player online co-op at some point.
Look at the Black Ranger with a chain. Yo, Anybody pick the Black Ranger, you're getting booted out of the party. That is my character.
But the cool thing about this is, like, you know, there's also going to be like 1v1 fighting game style boss battles, because they're going to show later on in this trailer that you actually can go into the Megazord and you'll be fighting Zordon. I mean, not Zordon, Goldar. When he gets bigger, you know how like every character gets big and whatever.
Oh yeah, this is like you remember the old school Super Nintendo one?
Yeah.
Or Genesis one? They had an old school Power Rangers
They
game.
said this is a love letter.
Like
yeah, they said this is like a love letter to that. Funny enough, from old school. So
yeah.
This is like a spiritual successor or a love letter to that game from way back in the day. So this just looks, yo, as a mega Power Ranger fan, and especially Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, my excitement for this game, I don't think you guys understand. There go the Green Ranger right there. Yee! They pretty much confirming this, bruh. Green Ranger gonna be there, and I think Green Ranger gonna be a secret unlock. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's gonna be a good time, man. I can't wait.
Oh, they did show Green Ranger.
Yeah, this is gonna be great. And, you know, Bari, we put a lot of time in the turn.
Green Ranger, he's gonna be a boss.
Yeah, but then, you know, after you beat him, you might get to play as him after.
Hey, and that boy want to play as the Green Ranger.
Absolutely, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Bro, I was just the Green Ranger for Halloween. Absolutely, brother. Two of my favorite Rangers of all time is the Green Ranger and the Red Ranger. And Green Rangers, the Green Ranger, the Green Ranger saga is absolutely goated in MMPR.
Yeah, that was good.
Go Green Ranger, go. Yo, listen, I'm excited. So I can't wait for this. I can't wait for this game. Very excited for this.
Yeah, look at Rita's bra, yo. That's funny. That's definitely 90s right there.
December 10th, this game comes out, and Bari, just like we did with Ninja Turtles when we got the platinum. Hopefully they got something like that here where we can get the platinum at the same time. But we on this, bro. We on this. This might even be a WUPS game night.
Yeah, we on this for sure.
WUPS game night.
They got all the monsters in the back.
Yep, you see a lot of the
confirming
monsters.
all the boss fight. I remember the little iron boss.
You see the Dragon Ranger. I mean the Dragon Zord, the Megazord, the putties.
I do see it,
Yep. Yeah, this is
I think Green Ranger is gonna be playable.
Yeah, because look where he's at.
They're teasing where look where the Dragon Zord is at. They kind of making it seem like, oh, it's a boss, but it's also
look at you notice it with the Zords, because you see all the other Zords in the Dragon Zord. So Green Ranger is definitely gonna be most likely a secret unlock or something like that. Much later on. It's gonna be great. And remember, when the Dragon Zord connected with the Megazord, they did use they did use Mastodon as like the rolling to get the Dragon Zord to come in. They confirming Green Ranger playable. And listen, Green Ranger is that's my guy. It's gonna be Red Ranger, Green Ranger. I can't wait. This is gonna be exciting. So Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Readers Rewind, December 10th. Can't wait for this. This is a day one. Next game, Bari, I know you're excited for this. I'm excited for this as well. Never played this one, so I'm excited to get into this. But Yee's Memoir, the Alpha Felghana, Bari, Felghana. I know you're excited for this, Bari. You know, talk to us, man. I know you played this originally, right? So, you know, talk to us about this Yee's game. And this is one of Adol's first adventures, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
No, this is Yee's 3.
Okay.
So as far as like story wise, I think it's like mid of his adventures is 1 to Celceta, Nordics. I think Felghana is like after Nordics, or it could be a little bit down.
Oh, so this is like some time after, quite some time after.
Yeah. Like okay. This is that's pretty much like a remaster.
Yeah.
Of Yee's 3. Yee's 3 is actually my first RPG I ever played on the Sega Genesis. And they remastered this or remade it for the PSP. And I remember working at summer camp replaying this joint. Loved it. Like my favorite one. My first one, my favorite one. But now they're remastering it again or remaking it.
Mm-hmm.
Fire, man. Can't wait. You know what I mean? So got the limited edition, pre-ordered, physical. And yeah, when it goes up on the store, which probably go the day off, it will be bought.
Yeah. I'm excited for this. I never played this one on the original. So I'm definitely excited to jump into this.
Yeah, it's old.
They played through this and put some time into this. So Yee's Memoir, Alpha Felghana. This looks really good. The gameplay looking so fun, on point. Yee's gameplay has always been really good. So you know, there's no surprise here with this game as well. But I'm excited to play this. Can't wait to play this. This comes out, I believe, January 17th, 2025. So this is gonna January 7th. Sorry, not 17th. January 7th. This game is gonna be coming out in 2025. So that's two months away. Like that's almost here. You feel me? So a lot of great.
There's only like one Yee's game that we're missing now. In the US, I think it's 5. 5, I don't think ever came out in the US. 7, it might be 5 or 6 is what we're missing. One of them.
This is, you know, I'm excited for this as well. Definitely gonna play through this, put some time into this. Bar, you know what I want to do? Because I own most of the Yee's games already. I kind of want to go and get the platinums, a lot of those in the Yee's franchise series. I know those platinums are very difficult, especially because most of them you have to play. You have to do 2 playthroughs. You can do one by doing Nightmare. Your Nightmare difficulty run on the first playthrough, but it's better to do 2 playthroughs. But I that's something I want to do, is like go back and, you know, Yee's Origin, Yee's Celica, you know, Yee's 8, Yee's 9, Yee's 10, Yee's Open Flame, Yee's Memoir. Like I want to get the platinums in those. That's something I'll probably do at some point. But yeah, so Yee's Memoir, excited for this. January 7th, 2025. Can't wait. And let us know if you're excited for that as well. Bari, that's the news.
Yo, there's other news that came in too.
What news?
I don't know if you see Zubitech's latest tweet.
Put the link in the YouTube chat.
Okay, 1 second. There is and Wolf tweeted out as well. But there is a new option for PlayStation 5 Pro owners when it comes to enhanced image quality for PlayStation 4 games. Oh, I just skipped it. Yeah, so there's a toggle that you can click on there now where it improves the image quality for PlayStation 4 games to enjoy higher quality gameplay for some games. Turn this off if you experience unexpected behavior during gameplay.
Let me see. Copy link address. Oh, okay. So there's a new, enhanced image quality for PS4 games. Improve image quality of PS4 games to enjoy high quality gameplay for some games. Turn this off if you experience unexpected behavior during gameplay. That's that automatic boost that Mark Cerny was talking about, where over 8,000 games would automatically be boosted through the power of the PlayStation 5 Pro. That's dope. I'm definitely gonna be testing that out with some PS4 games, for sure, just to see. That's exciting. I'm excited. That's really
allow
dope.
8K output. That's on there too.
Crazy. Yo, ain't no games 8K. It's like 3 games 8K. Yeah, it's boost mode, King. King Hope. This is boost mode. Exciting. Yo, listen, Bari, we're under a week away from the Pro. Next Thursday, the Pro, everyone's gonna be getting their Pro either from PlayStation Direct delivered to them or from Best Buy, GameStop, wherever you pre-ordered your Pro. Next week, guys, the Pro will be out. And you know, they already started charging people. You should have gotten the money taken out of your account already. If you haven't, you know, by Sunday, they gonna have the bread. Listen, I woke up yesterday in the morning and they took, I looked at my phone. It said $760 has been taken. I said, huh? Nani? Then I saw PlayStation Direct and I smiled. I never been so happy to see $700 being taken out of my account before. But I'm excited for the Pro. I can't wait for the Pro. Actually, no. When I bought my OLED TV, I was excited to get that as well. But when I seen that 760, I said, huh? I got worried for a second. Then I saw PlayStation Direct. I was like, all right. All right. I was like, all right, we good. Hold up.
I was like, hold live, yo, when that happened. I saw that jump live. I was like, yo, the notification came. It's like, ping. I said, oh.
Hey, yo, Eversley, I definitely thought, somebody was on some BS on my card. I said, hold up. Because I get a notification anytime, like anything. It don't matter how small the purchase, I'm getting notified. Because that's just, I'm OCD like that. So
yeah, when I got my set for anything over 50.
Nigga, a dollar. Somebody said, if I buy something for $1, I'm getting notified. Because that thing got charged. I don't play, man. I don't play when it comes to that. So when I seen that, and you know how you just waking up, so you don't really like, you still like kind of half asleep. Your brain still like, you know, the wheels is not churning all the way yet. So when I looked at my phone, you know, I'm like, you know, waking up, eyes still half closed, and I look at my phone and I see that 700. My eyes open quick. I was like, what? And then I looked at it, said PlayStation 3. I was like, all right, we good. But exciting stuff, right? But if you made it this far, guys, we gotta give you some trophies. All right. So now we are in the discussion portion of the show. And I gotta be honest, ladies and gentlemen, if you this podcast is about to get real raw. If you got kids in the room, you might want to put them in you might want to put some headphones on them. It's gonna get a little raw, right? But our discussion this week is obviously going to be surrounding the recent shutting down of 2 PlayStation studios. One which was Firewalk Studios, they were the developers of Concord, and the other one is Neon Koi, who was a mobile game developer that was making an action mobile game. Bari, I have so many questions. I'm going to start with the obvious question. What is your thoughts on these 2 studio closures from PlayStation?
Well, I'm only gonna speak on one of them because the other one, I don't know what game they put out. I don't think they put out a game.
No, they didn't. They didn't put out anything.
Yeah, so you know, my hearts go out to everyone that lost their job. But as far as anything resonating with me when it comes to Neon Koi, yeah, I don't,
Neon Koi.
did not, you know, I haven't played anything from them. But Firewalk Studios, I enjoyed Concord. I liked Concord. I liked the premise of Concord. I liked the start of Concord. It's very disappointing that this game got shut down in 2 weeks.
2 weeks?
2 weeks. Very
Nani?
disappointing that you know, the studio got closed down because yeah, I felt like the base of Concord was pretty good. And you can only build up from that. You know, I just find it weird that you have this live service initiative, but you don't want to adjust within the live service, you know, category of things or whatnot. You know, that's like the premise of like a live service game. Like, okay, it might not be well received at the beginning, at the start, but once you constantly listen to feedback and you're constantly adjusting based off the feedback, you will finally create something that the gamer, the people, majority of the people would like and want to play. You know, so yeah, just having a game that come out as a live service game and ending it that quickly is very, very weird to me. I understand why PlayStation did it, especially we're hearing all of the news and the rumors and, you know, Herman Hulst and Nishio, they're coming out saying that they got to sustain the business. You know, they got to, you know, it's all about profits and sustainability. And yeah, you know, if a game comes out and you put all that money into it, development costs and buying the studio, and nobody's playing the game, it didn't resonate with anyone, I can understand, yeah, business wanting to let that go. But I just felt like you're doing this live service push, and right from the start, not everyone is going to resonate. Not everyone's going to like the game. But the fact that it is online and the fact that you can update and adjust and tweak and things like that, you will get the game to a point where people can like it. It's clear that they didn't see that when it came to Concord from the feedback. So I feel like even when it comes to the feedback or even the quotes that's being said here is a bit disingenuous, because you know what the feedback was, but you're trying to tap around it. You know, here he's saying, where is it at? Where is it at? Oh yeah, regarding Firewalk, as announced in early September, an important update about Concord. Certain aspects of Concord were exceptional, but others did not land with enough players. As as a result, we took the game offline. Like, yeah, like be upfront. What didn't land? You know, why you're tiptoeing around that aspect? Because I feel like if you're tiptoeing around it, you didn't really learn your lesson that you're quote unquote saying. You know what I'm saying? Because you're not highlighting or you're not addressing the issue. You just took a game off because certain people thought about this game how they felt about the game. But like I said, what's the point of releasing a live service game if you're not willing to adjust or work around feedback? If the feedback is how you're claiming it is right here, you know, Fortnite did not resonate with a lot of people at the beginning. They didn't end the game. They adapted, they adjusted, they tweaked, they added certain things, and look at that. Look at that now. It's one of the biggest games to come out, or is out right now. So, yeah, it's just a lot of confusing statements, a lot of confusing decisions, in my opinion. I get it from a money standpoint, an investment standpoint, but yeah, like I feel like you need to be more upfront with the gamer, and that's on a personal level. I felt like Concord should have at least hit their season 1 before you made a decision to cut it down, because you never know, it could have turned into a game that eventually people liked. You could have added costumes that, oh, all right, maybe I didn't like this character how it looks, but this costume right here, I like how the character look. I can get into the game. You know what I mean? Oh, I like this skin color or this color, switch up, things like that. Like, you could adjust to and listen to feedback. But nope, they just cancel the game. It's dead in the water. Nothing really to defend, but just giving my thoughts on what Herman Holtz and them just said just now. But yeah, I'm disappointed with what I'm hearing. And it doesn't, like I said, it doesn't give me any confidence within PlayStation live service games going forward, because like I said, if fair games were to come out and there's only 1,000 people playing it, what that game is going to have 2 weeks, 3 weeks, you know what I mean? So why would I buy into fair games, especially within 2 weeks? Why would I buy into that? I'll just see what's going on, because anything outside of the actual video game can trigger a company to canceling and shutting down a studio. So yeah, that's a lot of studios that PlayStation has either bought or acquired or invested that we seen nothing really of production wise from them. Deviation Studios, they invested into that studio, nothing. Firewalk, they actually bought that studio 2 weeks. Haven is the only one, I don't wish nothing, bad for the game or the developers. I hope fair games is great, but just seeing news like this, or seeing how the conversation, what is being presented to us, I don't have no confidence in that game, and I wouldn't even be surprised if people don't even buy into that next live service game.
Let me ask you a follow-up question. Looking at the failure of Concord and a lot of the things that people were saying about Concord in terms of, we've seen this discourse online where people were saying it should have been free to play, it should have been this, it needs to have, cosmetics and this and that, da. Should Fair Games release as a free-to-play title?
No, I don't get the whole free-to-play conversation, because the same people that said the game should be free to play didn't even play the beta that is free to play. Concord. The thing
I'm sorry, Bari.
PlayStation-
Say that again for the people in the back. You was preaching just now. Uh-oh.
Oh, my bad.
No, you good. Say that again for the people in the back.
Like a lot of people didn't even play the the free to play beta.
Mm.
You know,
Mm-mm-mm.
whether you have Plus or whether you waited a week just to play it. It's things outside of the actual video game that people did not like. You know, when it comes to fair games, free to play is not going to save that game or not. Yeah, it might have people try it, but it's not going to save the game. At the end of the day, PlayStation, they have to be more forward thinking when it comes to their live service approach. They can't just wait for these games to come out a month before release. Let's put out a beta and let's talk about it. You have to be in a constant talking about these live service games and your approach and what you want to do so you can get feedback so you can constantly adjust. That's the point of live service, to keep people playing your game. If you're so late to the board as far as like what your game is and how you present the game, how you expect people to actually play the game, like we said this long time ago, for years, even with Concord, there should have been a beta. There should have been an open alpha test about the game so you can get constant feedback and constantly people talking about the game before the game came out. 1 month for a new IP is not enough time for a live service game to get any good graces within it, especially if you're working your way all the way from the bottom because how your character is being designed, or because you add in he or she or they into the character description or biography. You know what I mean? That alone, you're working your way up from all the way from the bottom. So the fact that you didn't even have enough people talking about the game because you kept it so close and tight to yourself, yeah, it's way too hard to build up from that. And it's the same approach that's happening with fair games. People bring up Helldivers a lot, but Helldivers already had an audience. Helldivers already had a game that came out years ago that people were still playing before Helldivers 2 came out. It wasn't the most popular game, but it still had some type of rapport, you know? And yeah, that was just a lightning in the bottle as far as like, okay, it's pretty much the same game as Helldivers 1, but we just changed the visual aspects, or the perspective of the game. Fair games, Concord, you need more than that, man. And I just don't get it. Like, if these games really coming in that hot where you can't even have open alpha tests, I don't even know who's testing these games. You know what I mean? Even a game like Call of Duty, they got they betas out months before the game come out. And that's the biggest online game out there, or one of the biggest ones. It's just a fighting game. A fighting game will have a beta out a year, 6 months before the game releases.
2XKO.
And through that beta, they will adjust. And all right, we see feedback, we see player tendencies, we see if we got to tweak certain things, and then you come up with a product from there. And a fighting game is the perfect example, because a fighting game, what happens with a fighting game? It constantly adjusts. Just Guilty Gear just now, it wasn't the greatest patch update, but it had a new patch update. Grand Blue patch update. Street Fighter patch update. You're always going to adjust the player feedback, but 2 weeks isn't enough. Regardless of how much money you invested into it. You never know what could have happened a month later, 2 months later. Now you're never going to get that money back. So in my opinion, that's a detriment to the PlayStation fan, because whatever money invested into Concord could affect other game development stuff, because there was nothing that came back to it. But that's just me from a gamer standpoint. Business standpoint, I totally understand it. I get it. But I don't know.
Yeah, I think for me, personally, and I said this on What's Up on One Persona Speaks earlier this week, I think that PlayStation was definitely a little too, when it comes to like the marketing of Concord, a year before the game released is when we saw a CG trailer and still knew nothing about the game. Then, like 8 months later, you showing us gameplay, and then a year later the game is, and then like a few months after that, the game is releasing. I just feel like the marketing cycle with this game and trying to get this game out there to the audience and have it resonate with people, I don't think the marketing for this game was good at all. This isn't, and again, I said this on Once Persona Speaks, but when it comes to certain PlayStation Studio games or certain franchises within the game industry, the rules don't apply the same. But when you have a brand new studio, unproven track record with a brand new game, a brand new IP, you got to put a little bit more marketing dollars and a little bit more effort behind it. But some of the other things that we saw when it comes to, you know, the budget, the whole conversation around toxic positivity, you know, not being able to speak negatively about it or whatever that means, you know, whatever that is. And then the game not having certain things that I think would have pulled some people in and gave the game a chance in terms of like, you know, a co-op experience or a single player experience. More of a co-op, because this is more of like a game as a service, live service game. So I think if they had like, you know, the vignettes was cool, but if they would have had like co-op tied to those vignettes and storytellings with some of those characters, I think that would have kind of resonated most likely with more people as well. But then that means that the game would have needed more top in the oven. And I think the game, as much as I enjoyed the gameplay of Concord and enjoyed what it was, I do think that this game could have benefited from at least another 2 years in the oven for them to cook a little bit more and build out more of a co-op PvP experience, PvE experience as well, just to accompany and make it a more holistic live service games as a service experience. For PlayStation though, this, you know, them being shut down, I think really does suck, and this is definitely something that I hate to see this, but also my faith in PlayStation's live service push, it's dwindled down significantly. I do not think that PlayStation really understands, and really, what the hell is Bungie doing? 'Cause I know Bungie was supposed to be on this committee where you know, they would steer them in the direction when it comes to like live service and stuff like that. I don't know like what Bungie is telling them, what are being told to PlayStation behind the scenes. Like, I don't know what they're seeing or who they're talking to, but it's clear that whoever they're talking to or whatever they're being told is not the best approach or the right approach for them. Like, it's just not, because these failures that we see are just so crazy and so out of the norm, especially since games as a service and live as a service has been around as long as it has. It's crazy to see PlayStation move and fail like this, so on such a monumental scale. The other side of it as well is, you know, fair games. Going back to Haven, I'm worried for them. I wish nothing negative to them, but I agree with Bari. I think Fair Games has a very strong possibility of going the way of Old Yeller. Real talk, man. And I hate saying that, and it sucks to say, but looking at how bullish PlayStation was, because first they started out with 12 and was going to invest hundreds of billions of dollars into this live service push, even more so than their single player push, to now dropping that down to 6. We've had London Studios shut down. They were making a fantasy style PvE live service game. Now we have Concord shut down. We've got Neo Koi shut down. We've got all these layoffs and things happening, and they had to chop up Bungie and bring some of their studios in-house and this and that. This live service initiative for PlayStation, it is not going good, and it's starting to spill out into the public where we're seeing what's going on. And I think PlayStation needs to take a step back, look at the situation, which I'm sure they are, but look at the situation, and honestly, they probably need to pull back even more from this live service push. I don't hear you talking. You muted.
I don't agree with that. I feel like they need to understand what live service is. Okay, what you put out, people might not receive what you put out right away. They might not like what you put out right away. At the end of the day, it's live service, so you have to adjust and listen to feedback. You can't be stagnant. You can't be stuck in your ways as far as what you want to put out and not listen to the actual people that are playing your game and what they want you to play. Feedback is very important. It's not about just putting out a whole bunch of live service games. Yeah, I think the live service games, putting out 12 was weird. I always said that. But them cutting it down to 6 sounds very, very reasonable. At the end of the day, regardless if you put out 6, 2, 1, not every game is going to be like Helldivers. Not every game is going to be a instant success. You got to listen to feedback. And when you don't get that instant success, and a game is not doing so well, it doesn't have that much players, you have to work around and adjust. You're gonna have to put more money into adjusting. That's what live service is. That's why I always bring up Fortnite. Fortnite spent a whole bunch of money. Epic spent a whole bunch of money on getting people attracted to their game with licensed characters and all that stuff. You know what I mean? At the end, regardless on what your approach is, live service is going to cost a lot of money. That's why when they put out that spreadsheet or they put out that presentation, the investment cost was as high as the single player stuff, and that's what people was questioning. It's going to put out a lot of money when it comes to live service, but if you're not willing to listen to feedback, if you're not willing to adjust just because your game is not doing so well, you have no point of being in the live service business at the end of the day. So, yeah, it all depends on how much you're putting into it, the initial investment costs. Maybe that was one of the reasons why Concord went so fast. But if you're not willing to adjust to any feedback or adjust to just trying to attract players, don't put out live service games. That's my opinion.
But I also think, but the feedback thing, and I agree with that 100%, because I do think that the feedback is also very important. And you got to get the community involved and show these games off much earlier, especially live service games, things that you want to ever evolve and maintain and have a long lifespan. But I also think, and this is why I say it's a bit of a double-edged sword, because what feedback can you really get from woke trash and DEI? What fucking feedback can you get from that? And that's why I feel like Concord, it was always destined to fail. I know that's crazy to say, but I feel like Concord from its inception was just always destined to fail, because even from the feedback side of things, especially when you look at it from the gaming community side, there was no true feedback being given to Firewalk Studio and their developers from the community, because a lot of people weren't playing the game and wrote the game off as woke trash DEI garbage.
They didn't listen to the people that actually was playing the game.
Yeah, and very little. And that's what I'm saying. The voice of the people that were trashing the game is much louder than the people who were playing the game and trying to be constructive. So, feedback side of things, I agree with you, Bari, 100%. But I also think we need to put an asterisk on feedback, because all feedback is not good feedback. Constructive feedback from people who are actually playing the game, experiencing the game, and being constructive about it and giving examples of this is why you need to do this, this, and this, I think is very important. But I think even in the design stage, right, as this game is being made and you're getting, who are you getting feedback from? And that's why I was saying on When Persona Speaks, who's in the room? That's also very important when you're in the development stage of building a game and testing this out. Are the right people in the room giving advice, feedback, and really helping you understand you might not want to go down this path. You might want to do this, might want to do that, and testing it. Like, do you have the right focus groups? Do you have that? I think also needs to be looked at from a live service perspective, because you want to make sure that you're building something. And again, games as a service, live service is a volatile market anyway. So just because one game succeeds and you can do everything right with the second game, and that second game can still fail. Like, that's how volatile games as a service and live service is. I'm not saying it's not. But who's in the room? Who's giving the feedback? Who's steering the ship in terms of giving developers the right feedback that can help them be more successful in this genre? That's also important. But if your feedback is woke trash, that's not feedback. That's not a critique that is valuable to the success of the game. Fuck out of here. Respectfully. But I hate to see that Concord has failed. I hate to see that the studio has shut down.
Yeah, also shout out to Concord's community manager, Bethany. Really, really dope person. Cool, responsive. It just sucks what happened with that game. Like, I get you and I agree with you with the whole feedback thing, but even if people were calling it woke trash, DEI, you can still adjust around that stuff. You know what I mean?
agree. But that's why I also said the voice.
It just didn't have any time to do so.
True.
You know,
I agree with that as well. It didn't. 2 weeks is nowhere near enough time to really adjust and make the proper feedback. So obviously, there's a lot of variables with this. This isn't a black and white thing. It's a lot of variables with this. But I do think that it sucks to see this fail.
I do have a
It sucks to see
question
this
for
video
you
get
though.
shut down. Go ahead.
You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. What's up?
Where is factions?
Oh my god. Oh my god.
You gotta stop the. Where is factions?
Where is factions? I don't know. We gotta ask Neil. Neil, where is factions?
Yeah, man.
Crazy. But you know,
listen, man. I wish the best of PlayStation. I like PlayStation. I love PlayStation, but we gotta get this thing together, man. We gotta get a lot of things together on a console standpoint. Okay, on a console standpoint, I'm talking about pure breed console PlayStation fans. There's a new breed of PlayStation fans that's out here that is they're PC gamers. They just play your game because they have to play your game on the console because how your businesses are set up. But I'm talking about pure console fans that enjoy the console experience. You gotta get your ears to the ground, man. I don't know what the hell is going on, but I can tell you, not just here at WUPS, there's a lot of people in the console that feel like their voices is not being heard. You know, I don't know how we go from 2020 to 2024, and we have less features on your console. More game cancellations, TV announcements, price increases than new games being announced. Something is going up. Something is up. And these talks where you're glazing around the actual issue or the conversation, you're trying to dismiss it. It's not working out, in my personal opinion, because more people are being attentive, more people are seeing it, and more people's going to call it out. You know, and I feel like you just have to be more transparent. You got to be more direct in how you talk to the fan base, where nobody's assuming or anything like that. If you're saying your lessons is learned from Concord, we're not seeing it because I don't see Fair Games on a YouTube, on your YouTube channel talking and showing the gameplay so we can give feedback for it. I don't see a link for a beta. I don't see none of that. You need to get it together, in my personal opinion. But
nasty
it's just
word.
my only personal opinion.
Nasty word. But ladies and gentlemen, that is the show. And boy, oh boy, what a show it was. We said it wasn't a lot of news, but it was going to be some heavy hitting news that we talked about. And it was. If you made it to the end of the show, guys, we're going to give you some trophies. And of course, that lovely, lovely platinum. Yes, 175 platinums. Y'all are getting up there, man. Jeez. I love it. I love it. But Bari, give the people your outro, man. Let the people know what type of content you might be having coming to your channel. Where they can follow you and all that good stuff, man. Give it to us, man. Pause.
The type of content I got coming to my channel is finding a gaming chair. Sitting down for 3 hours on a stool is not fun.
No, it is not.
But we gotta do what we do.
No card for you tonight. Not on that stool.
Caught in the ground. Or I might use my kitchen chair.
Oh, okay.
Or buy one of them little fold out chairs
real quick. Yo, that's what I say. Go to Office Max real quick. Get you a quick little $20 something, man.
Give me a little fold out joint, man. But great show. Like I said, these are our opinions on a platform that we play a lot, primary play. And we just speaking from the heart this episode where, we had to talk about a few things and let it out.
Yes, sir.
Well, yeah, no. PlayStation 5 Pro this week. Pretty much we're gonna have an unboxing video for y'all on the channel, on this channel. Definitely gonna be talking about it on my personal channel. Next week we're gonna have most likely our review of the PlayStation 5 Pro and the games that we're playing. So yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna do any content wise because when it comes to a new console, there's a lot of setting up. There's gonna be a lot of new downloads that you gotta be doing.
Mhm.
And yeah, after that, we'll see. We'll see after that when we clear that up. But yeah, that's pretty much it, man. If I do put out stuff, we'll put it out. Let you know. Wednesday I might do a show. We'll see. Um, but yeah, that's pretty much it, man. Hopefully y'all enjoy the episode. Hit the like button. If you're new, subscribe. Hopefully you enjoy your stay here. What's up, PlayStation? And yeah, enjoy the rest of your day.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. And as for me, guys, I was your host this week, Persona. You can follow me on Twitter at Persona Speaks, and you can subscribe to my YouTube channel, Gaming with Persona. And the content I got coming to my channel, I'm gonna be streaming some COD this weekend. I got some errands I gotta do this afternoon, but this evening I'm gonna stream. It's double XP weekend, so I do want to get to level 55. I have prestige, so when I level up, we'll level up some guns, gold out some of these, get some more of these gold camels and whatnot. So I'm definitely gonna stream some COD today and tomorrow. Tonight I don't know what time yet. Like I said, I gotta run some errands and stuff, do some stuff this afternoon. So I'll see how long that takes. But definitely gonna try to play some COD tonight, stream it for a little bit. And also, for me, I am gonna. So the unboxing is gonna happen on WUPS. We are gonna do our unboxing on WUPS. It's gonna be a joint thing. I'm most likely gonna get my Pro before Bari. So I'm gonna have to wait. But on my personal channel, I am gonna do like a live impression of the Pro. So like when I boot it up, I have the games downloaded, talk about how I'm feeling with like Final Fantasy and this game and that game, and do like some impressions of certain games in like a live stream format, and then obviously review and give my thoughts and things like that as well. Also probably gonna, I don't know if I want to do a live playthrough of Dragon Age Veilguard, but I do want to do a live playthrough. I want to start doing let's plays again on my channel and start doing like live playthroughs of certain games. I think I might do Horizon Remaster, and that'll be my first live playthrough. But I'm gonna put a poll up on Twitter to see. I'm gonna choose like 3 or 4 games and start doing some live playthroughs on the weekends, like Saturday nights, Friday nights, Saturday nights, live playthroughs and whatnot for certain games. So that's something I'm gonna start doing on the channel. As for here, make sure you guys follow WUPS on Twitter at WUPS Podcast. You can also subscribe to this YouTube channel, What's Up PlayStation. That's our YouTube channel. Also, thank you for everybody, all the members. Shout out to DC Gaming for the 20 gifted memberships. Appreciate you, DC, always. Shout out to the Super Chats, all the members on the channel, the WUPS community, our subscribers, anybody new finding us for the first time. We hope you guys enjoyed the show. If you did, like, comment, subscribe. We appreciate you as well. And yeah, man, listen, that's it for us, man. We hope you guys enjoy the weekend. Be safe with whatever you're doing. And always remember, guys, What's Up PlayStation Podcast is a podcast for the community, by the community. And we'll see you guys next Saturday. Same time, same place, same crew, the WUPS crew. And we out, guys. Peace.